Live. All you suckers and for all you haters, Ja's working out here. Talk
Yo,
to
what
the
up?
people,
Where my hood
Chef.
at? Where my hood at?
Talk to the peoples, man.
Where my hood at?
Yo, I never had links don't work all of a sudden. Y'all suckers is working out here. All of a sudden, nothing don't work.
Everybody, boy.
Y'all don't want to hear Tef's story? Y'all don't
I
want
got
Tef
a
to
lot
tell
of
his
stories.
story? We here. Yo,
That's
talk to the
crazy.
people, Tef. They gonna
That's
come
crazy.
back in the
What up?
building and we here.
Where everybody at? I ain't seen nobody.
They gonna pull up. They gonna pop out. They here. They gonna see it.
I see Mike Velez, so we here. What up?
They gonna pull up. They gonna pull back up. They here, bro. They coming. I see 7 right there. They coming back. Yo, listen. For all y'all suckers hating on this story, y'all don't want
Look at
Tef to
Bad
get his
Bob.
story out. It
Salute.
ain't work, suckers. I
Salute,
don't care
Bob.
what we gotta do. We gonna get Tef's story out. Hating ass dudes. That's all them. Yo, you know what that is, Tef? That's all them rappers you robbed. That's all them rappers. Yo, listen.
Yeah,
We was
they
gonna
think I'm
give
a
you
terrible.
rappers a break. That's all them rappers you robbed. Hating on the story, you heard? That's all them rappers you robbed.
I don't know what happened just now. I never experienced that. Double O, what up?
Bro, I've been doing this, bro. I never had a problem with hitting links like that, bro. I never had a problem with hitting links like that, bro. I never had a problem with hitting links like that, bro. On everything. I never had that problem before, bro.
I'm in the snare, yeah. I can't even go. I got my computer back. I can't go rock.
Don't worry about it, though. Job works, we here. Dawn is in the building. Queen Story, New York, NY, we in the building. Barbados, all the way from Barbados, back to New York, back to the city, back to the 5 boroughs, back to the New York. We here, man. Yo, talk to the people, sir.
Yeah, what up? What up? Salute.
Talk to the people,
We
sir,
big
man. Let them
dudes
know.
here, real dudes with real situations. Mike Velez, double OTV, smash that like button on the way. You know what it is? We here. Bye bye. What up? What up? What up? Oh, boy. Yeah, let me see if I can find. I bring a little paper. I bring a whole lot. I bring a little paper.
I hear
Let's
you,
talk.
bro. Say that again. I hear you, Jeff. Say that again.
I said I brought a little paperwork with me.
Oh, man. Yo, listen. Yo, Jeff, we ain't trying to get nasty up here. You brought some paperwork
Yo,
with
Mikey,
you?
I'm going to tell you something, man. You know they trying to make a case with us.
You said they trying to make a case with us? Let me know what happened, bro.
You see that top there?
I can't see it, bro. You going in, you going out. Make sure you stop WhatsApp. Make sure you stop that WhatsApp.
Now, I will send it to you later, but what happened is that I had a private investigator that was an ex-cop, so he should get the police reports straight, right? Yeah. He wrote a book too. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want to put him on blast so early. But listen, the man gave me paperwork, and I'm like, well, what they trying to do? He said, oh, they probably trying to get a federal indictment. I said, what? I seen y'all niggas case in there. They got it separated too. They got you.
You said, hold on. I can't hear you, bro. You going in and out. Slow down a little bit because you going in and out. You said, say that again, bro.
I was saying that I got paperwork, right? When I got my paperwork, I was like, yo, I kept seeing all these people names in it, like y'all cases, and I'm like, why they got their cases? When I asked my investigator, he said, yo, they was trying to put together a case to get to the people.
Wait a minute, they was trying to put together a case on who?
They was trying to make it look like I was in charge of all of that.
In charge of us?
Why would they put it? Why would they write it? And they got it lined up. They got people's names. So when I asked the investigator, I said, why they got these people? I was in jail all that time. He said, yeah, because they trying to associate them with you. They're trying to say like they was messing with you. I said, wow, that's crazy.
They try to put our case under indictment. You heard me?
They got you, then they got Slaw on them. Then they got, yo, yeah, that's crazy. They got y'all, they got you and Tom. They got Slaw on them.
You said Slow in them? I can't
They got
hear
them
you,
different
Kev.
times. They got them different times. Anybody that was rocking with me, right?
Right?
You see the nigga, you see Los there? They messed
Say
up.
that again?
They used to call Los Shamel. That was his informant name. So all these people on the internet talking about, yo, they don't show you that, you don't get that. I got everything.
That was who informant's name?
Los Shamel. They got it right here. They crossed out Carlos.
Yo, listen, no, hold on. Los is, who is Los? What are you talking about?
Los is my little man that I put on. And he ended up telling on a bunch of dudes, man. I got the papers. He told on when Lil Lenny and them got killed.
Yo, listen, hold on. Listen, you hear me out, Kev. Yo, Kev, listen. I know who these people are, but talking to everybody, they don't know who that is. They don't know. Who is that person? What was the relationship? Where is he from? Tell us who that person is, bro. Talk, bro.
All right. Around 1992, I came to Murdoch one day and I saw this little nigga with the afro processed. He had the leather jacket on with the rhinestones. He looked like us. So I looked at him. The man had a mouthful of goatee. But June from Murdoch, everybody know Cool June from Murdoch that ended up going to Southside getting money with Bimmy and all that. But Cool June and Lil E had him hemmed up, rest in power E, and had him hemmed up and somebody else. Like loose in their pocket. I was like, what y'all doing? I ain't gonna say the other dude, that's my man. I'm like, what y'all doing? Yo, get off him, yo. What y'all doing? So anyway, I kind of stopped him from robbing him. But I remember him because I said, damn, you look like us, man. Who are you? I didn't even know him. So I said, come here. Get in the car. So I took him with me. I said, you gotta stop letting you. Why you acting scared? Because when I was telling him come in, he was walking right to me. Yo, they bugging. I said, come here, man. They bugging. You got all this gold on and all that. You know what I mean? So I'm freaking out. So anyway, I turned him out. I took him home. I talked to him. I said, yo, man, you can't let nobody do nothing to you, man. Just do what you gotta do, man. I don't like that scene, man. You be with Mook too, man. Like that ain't gonna work. So anyway, that's how he got turned out. But what happened is that around 93, I was going on a run and I was going in and out of town and stuff was happening. And they had, I had the block and all that. He used to hold the block down. I had his little brother, a whole bunch of people. But he started working with them from then. You know what I mean? And I got the papers, I got black and whites, everything.
Where is he from? So you saying Los was an informant?
Because when I got locked, what happened? He was running with me, so they was trying to squeeze him for a bunch of stuff. He ended up telling on me on the body, and they couldn't use his statement because they didn't collaborate.
So crazy. He told on you for a case.
But he put in work for me. I don't know how you would do that.
But he told on you for a case. You said
he tried, but they didn't want to use his statement because it didn't collaborate with what the evidence. He just was running his mouth. They was going, I can show you where he was locked up. He's like, he told him to contact some detective, and they trying to figure out if everything gonna be all right, get him out of there before you get to the. I got all of that.
Yo, I can't see you at all. I can hear you. I see a picture of you. I see an old picture of you, but I can't see you at all.
Right now?
I can't see you at all, bro. I
see
doing
that on purpose, man.
Listen, I see a picture of you with paperwork, but I can't see you at all, bro.
Something going on. Hold on.
Yo, listen. Yo, look. I see you now, bro. You moving now. Yo, put that down, bro. You can't have it on. You froze up again. You can't move your camera, bro. You gotta leave that shit still. You gotta leave it still, bro.
And you don't even sound out loud. I don't know why he's doing that. This is crazy. Yeah, so let's get to this thing, man. Steve, we can see him. I see him. You can see him. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to that. Let's get it. Yo, Northside, what up? Yeah, salute everybody that pulled up. We apologize about the complications. Pardon me. I put it down. I ain't seen the women. Where the women at?
What? Say that? Hold on. Say that again. I ain't hear you, Bretchy.
Where my friends at? Where the girls at, man?
Yo, they in the building. They up in here.
Let's talk, though. We got to talk, man. This ain't going. Where Jock at?
I think Jock is up in here.
Bad vibe. We don't know what Mikey is talking about. We've been seeing and heard everything. Bad vibe said they're hearing everything. Let's go. Let's get it popping, King. Yeah. Yeah, peoples. What's up? Yo, where Hamo Imagine them at? Where everybody at? Where the news sign at? Y'all watching the signs? Let me hear somebody put up one in the chat if you in there, man. The peoples, man. What's going on?
Hello.
Good night,
How could you
Queen.
smoke in this house like that?
Oh, shoot.
No, I don't want him smoking in here.
I ain't hearing nothing.
Y'all, I hear you, bro. You gotta talk. I'm listening to you.
All right. I'm coming out here, guys. I'm outside, man. I'm coming outside. Hold on.
Smoke in this house like that.
I hear you. You gotta talk. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I'm so frustrated with this one.
Yo, she run down. The elder run down. Yo, where you?
Come on, let's go. I can't even hear you. That's what's crazy, man. This whole thing is crazy.
I hear you. You gotta talk.
All right, getting hot in here. All right, talk about it. Somebody said get Big Pudgy on the phone.
I see that. Yo, salute. Get Big Pudgy on the phone. Salute to Pudgy, man. Salute to Pudgy. Salute to all the guys, man. Salute to the peoples. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Salute to Pudgy, man.
Mike, he don't know about blogging and all that. The internet
I'm listening.
entails.
Go ahead, bro. You gotta talk. I'm good. This is your show, bro. It's your show. Go ahead.
All right, talk about it. I just want people to come in the chat, man. I just want people to come in before I start talking. Real
They
talk.
coming, bro. Just go. Don't worry about that. They coming, bro.
Yeah, let's get this popping, man.
Yeah, they
North
here,
side.
bro. Word up. The whole of New York up in here, bro. They in here, bro. You heard?
They ain't in here yet. I'm looking at the people. Let's go, man. Wolf, what up, Wolf?
You got to tell your story. They're going to come, bro. Don't worry about that, bro.
Help them ask questions, Mikey.
Don't look at the chat. Just tell your story. Don't worry about the chat, bro.
Yo. Yeah, peoples. Blessed New Year, 2025. We got a lot to talk about. I spoke to some people the last 2 days. I don't know. A lot of people call me paperwork. I got all that.
So let us know about.
So I'm not really on here trying to expose nobody or nothing. I mean, I just on here trying to tell a story. A lot of stuff happened over the years where people just got on the internet, and I don't know if they was getting a bag out of it or they was trying to get clout or whatever, but they lied. A lot of people lied. And then not only that, when people lied, nobody addressed it. Nobody said, yo, nah, that ain't true. People let that shit go. So I watched it. My name came up in a lot of stuff. I didn't really respond to it because I ain't really on. I don't want no like that. To me, to be honest with you, it seems like that's a new hustle, and a lot of dudes is going way and beyond to try to like make themselves relevant so that they think could be clicking. But you don't realize that you're talking about people stuff you probably don't even know. People you don't even know. You mentioning people, and you're going in depth about stuff that you don't know nothing about, and then you're being disrespectful. To be honest with you, I don't even care if you disrespect me on the internet because, see, I'm not going to disrespect you back on the internet. I'm going to see you. Somehow, some ways, no problem. It's easy. Every camp probably I got somebody in. It's no problem. I'm not on that. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but y'all foul. Y'all trying to get credit for stuff y'all ain't do. Y'all trying to rewrite history, and I ain't going to go with that. I got friends that died. Friends that died, friends that did a whole bunch of time for these things. They stood firm. They didn't tell on nobody, all that. And y'all got the nerve to get on the internet. And a lot of y'all are using bloggers. Y'all giving people information and making them go and tell a story that's not true. And acting like y'all don't know what's going on. What if I send somebody to your house and clap you in your ass while you holding your child in your hand and some stupid shit because you're doing that? Y'all really, I don't understand what y'all doing. Y'all gotta stop, man. You gotta stop doing it. Y'all doing it too much, and then y'all disrespectful, and then you got all these corny dudes that did a 2 to 4 and one coming home and they shouting dudes' names and who telling and all that. I got papers on all type of people, man. That's it's way beyond that right now. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much. Y'all, you know what I mean? Just tell the truth. Stop lying. Stop recreating history. How you gonna save the youth? How you gonna do something when you lying? You got dudes that was busters. Talk about OGs and all that, and got pages and all that, and then dudes are supporting them. That ain't gangster, man. That ain't proper either. No matter how you look at it, I'm grown, man. I'm grown now. So why you on the internet trying to paint a picture like you a gangster when you never was? It's a lot of that. I can say because these are my people y'all talking about, and some of these dudes I know, man, dudes told on me. I got paperwork. Sometimes I I don't even want to see you on the internet. I don't want to put you on blast. Real talk. Especially if you talking crazy. Dudes is foul, man. All these fake dudes that ain't come outside to everybody got locked up. Y'all talking about, yeah, we here, OGs. You ain't no OG. You old. You ain't no gangster. You know what I mean? Come on, man. All right, listen.
You'll start from the beginning, though, Tef. Let us know where you from. Let us know how you
Right.
came up.
Yeah, I came to America when I was like around going into 5 years old, right? Because it was a process. Looking at the papers and they getting, the documents and all that. They trying to get things together. But I came here around 5 years old. We got to Queens, New York. We moved to we had moved into we had a family, we had a person we knew that my moms and them knew that when we got here, we went by them in Cambria Heights, 217th Street. I went to 147 probably a couple of months, and then we moved to Linden. When we moved to Linden Boulevard, the same address in Cambria Heights, we moved to the same address on 200th Street and Linden Boulevard. So 17 blocks away into Cambria Heights, we moved to St. Albans. So I went to 136. When I went to 136, I met dudes that lived on my block with Fufu. I met Lele around the corner. I met a lot of dudes that was like big brothers to me. From the time I met them, they looked out for me. They was holding me down and all that, right? Show me certain things. So I came very young, so I didn't have no accent really like that, and I didn't really have no. Yeah, my culture wasn't embedded in me. My brother and sister, they kind of with the yes please. They was kind of situated already with how things go here in Barbados, so they wasn't getting in no trouble. They wasn't checking for nobody outside. I was checking for these dudes outside. So me, Fufu, God bless the dead, Lil E. Fufu introduced me to Lil E. I start running around with Lil E. Couple of years, I met Devin and all of them, Sugar and them around the corner through Fufu. And in the early 80s, I used to go to Linden Boulevard. I met Lord Freedom. That was like my mentor a little bit. Come to find out he was working for a real G that I had used to hear about. And I remember when he got killed and all that. As a little kid, I was actually there, but not involved. But I actually walked up when they just finished killing him or whatever. But I saw him laying on the ground. But I came up in that era in the 80s. Shamik had the spot. You couldn't hustle if you wasn't part of a crew. It wasn't like you could come out and do your own thing. They don't give a fuck if you lived on a block and that's your house. If you're on the step selling crack, we gonna tear that shit down. So it was a different vibe. And I end up going to Corona because I wasn't really getting that much money as a kid around that way. Me and my man Vo had moved from Brooklyn, and we used to roll like me and him was like to the hallway, and we was doing it. And I end up we end up getting work from different people. Had some dudes on Hollis at the time, Young Born and them people. They were selling weight, so we was gonna get little 8 balls, and we was trying to do our thing. But it was pressure in the hood, like you just couldn't set up and really do it without dudes complaining or dudes stepping to you or being a little thing. And we was young, so I ended up saying we had to get a tow, so we set some dude up and whose father was a cop. We ended up taking a 3.7 pound from him. We had that. So I went to Corona because my family was out there, and I knew some people, and I started getting money out there. And Volvo and Puka came one day and was like, "Yo, we got the Boulevard. Love got the Boulevard." My man Love, and I didn't know him like that, but I met him through Puka. Puka's my man, and Love was his cousin, and I liked his style from the first time I met him. Nigga had scooters. He was jigged out. So he came and got me. I went back around and I started bubbling. First night I landed back on Linden, it was like a bazaar. Crackheads selling jackets. It was crazy. It was money, jewelry, everything. I even had my work that I brought from Corona. I sold everything in like 10 minutes. It was crazy. So I was like, yeah. So it was us and Shamik and them. Shamik and them had the spot at night. We had the block in the daytime. Security was dudes like Ronnie Matt, OGs and all that. So my man had it set up proper. So I learned a lot from them. They used to tell me all the stories about Crosstown, different things. I've been around too, so I kind of put two and two together. But they was telling the truth. And I was learning about people in the early. I remember that on the block you couldn't really carry no toes. You couldn't really bust no toes, not carry, but you couldn't really do certain things because dudes like, yo, that's the block. We trying to, no, don't do that. So I remember that hindering me because I always respected gunslingers. I always used to look at it like Ronnie Mack. He used to have the vest on, the bulletproof hat. He had it tilted I was like, wow. So I always like, yo, nobody don't tell him nothing. Nobody don't mess with him. And I remember as a kid too, dudes that could fight real good. I respected that. I was like, yo, them dudes can go anywhere and dudes just like step out their way. So I was like, I don't want to be a person that people think they could risk at me. I want people to know that I ain't playing. And I always respected the gun game, but being a block dude, you had to bow down and you had to like fall back, and there's a lot of politics. Long story short, I got locked up in 1989, November 89. Then I got locked in December 89, had 2 drug cases. Yo, well, I got the first time I really to be honest, right? The first time to really even focus on that was that movie. And I remember what happened is that we all went to school together. Daquan from Springfield, I remember him, Shabon, all of us went to school together. But we used to be, we was coming up. Everybody started getting money. We was going to 192 on Hollis, the Deuce. We call it Deuce. At one time, it was the worst school in New York. But they ended up taking to 600 because was wilding. Used to come to school with the fatigue on every day. But we used to all be wilding. But and them from Springfield, and me and Vo and us and Lil E and us, we used to come to school. We representing Linden, Donna representing Springfield. You had
You
some
talking
Hollis
about
dudes,
Bobo,
Armbo and all
Bobo and
them. You had
Audi?
dudes, every block,
You
every
talking about
strip
Are
had
you
his,
talking about Bobo and Audi?
huh?
Bobo and Audi that used to be together. Bobo and Audi.
Vovo and who?
What's his name? Audi that used to be with him. Who used to be with him? Who was this man? He had a.
Vovo used to be with Bebo before Vo got locked up. Vovo, Bebo, Punk, Ja got locked up as co-defendants for that Sunrise shit in
I think I was in
1990.
192 with Bobo.
Nah, you wasn't. Vovo older than me. Vo older than me.
Bobo B now. I think when I was a
Now,
kid, when I first came to 192, I think he was there as an older person. I think he was older, about to leave.
probably.
I
But I
think he
had to be there
saved.
too.
I think he saved my butt on freshman day in 192. You heard?
Probably,
I
probably.
think Bobo saved me. They was trying to run down on me in 192. You heard?
But listen, we came up, and I remember that Dot started getting real money because I remember Dot. Somebody had put Dot on. I ain't gonna say the dude name. I didn't really know him like that, but I know the story. The Dot was telling me that shit. But the nigga put Dot on. Dot was getting money. Dot had the crescent and all that. But you know, we all started like liking guns. You know, everybody liked the guns. Everybody was like, but the block would keep you from that. But Dot, certain people, that, especially wars. Wars was created like dudes had beef with dudes cross town and different places, and a lot of stuff happened. It was wars, right? And by the time 89, the end of 89, everybody was down there locked up. I went to school. All of us was locked up. It wasn't for drugs, it was for a body or something. And we was on the island. And me and Dot used to be talking, laughing and shit. And Dot like, yo, we young guns, this, that. Because every crew damn near in New York, when that movie came out, that was getting busy, they was saying, they was identifying themselves with young guns.
The
Somebody
movie
will
Young
say they
Guns that
Billy.
just came out too.
Huh?
The movie Young Guns that just came out too. Remember that?
That's where we got it from, King. You know what I mean? The other day, Doc sent me a picture of Billy. I can show you Emilio Estevez before he moved, right? But yeah, that's what it was. But it wasn't just about the movie. Dudes was really into that life, and it's like we regulators, man. Who ain't moving right or come around us, we gonna regulate, and that's what it was. The older heads. They was on before there was even any crew like that. You remember you had family crew. You was real young then, but you had family crew in Springfield where you had Jerry, rest in peace, Jerry and Lele used to mess with them too. Like most of us, we all used to mess with each other. We was young,
Yo, salute to
but the
Lele.
older
Welcome
dudes
home,
from
Lele. Salute to Lele.
farmers, murder, everybody used to mess with that family crew thing. And they used to have beef with Southside because they used to tell the stories. You hear it. Sometimes as kids, we used to go with them and like, you know, the big brawl or whatever, you get chains that fell on the ground, all that type of stuff. We used to go every year to Halloween and go to Jamaica Avenue and throw eggs and all that. Rob the jewelry stores, break the glass, and just come out with every day. The next day, everybody got a whole all their fingers with rings. Cause you know you get the whole rack with rings. Yeah, it was it was like that where it always was a a south side and our side. We're not really the north. We the east, but because we always had that South thing going on and, you know, drama with them going on and the opposition type of vibe. In the millennium or the late 90s, people start saying, yeah, we the North. That's the South, we the North. That's all that come from. We know we're not the North for real. The North would be like Flushing or whatever, but that's just a opposition thing. Like to say, yeah, that's the North, that's the South, we the North. People got to understand. People don't know
So
that
look,
history. You know what I
yo,
mean?
check it out. So when you heard everybody from our side of town, from our hood, calling themselves the North Side, how did you feel? And salute to Bay Lloyd, Free Bay Lloyd, Superstar J, all them guys that started North Side music group, because they're the ones that really came up with the North Side as opposed to the South Side. How did you feel when you heard them calling our hood the North Side? How did you feel about that?
All right. I think it was 2001. I was in Clinton. And you know me, so many times I was supposed to get out. So you know I was always preparing to get out and certain things. So I remember they sent me the package. I saw Lil Lou. That made me smile, man, because that's my boy. So I saw Lil Gangsta Lou, North Side. Right. Who's Gangsta Lou? Lou was the youngest dude that ever got money with me, honestly. I think Lou was like 11 or 12. Yeah, he was with y'all out of town, but you know he used to get money on Linden with me. He used to get money on Linden with me by the pizza shop. I had the pizza, you know, he used to get money with me. And I remember I'm taking him to a club one day. I remember I took him to Joe Club, and Joe was like, we in the club. And you know, I had a lot of young men. I was young too, but you know, I always respect young dudes because when I was young, I remember the older dudes that disrespected me and thought they was all that. So when I got on, that's why I wasn't giving them no bats, you know? And because they did that to me. And I ain't did nothing to them. They just the suckers. But I ain't do that to the youngsters. I put them on. I mean, it to my detriment because none of them they ain't get put on properly. I ain't schooled them. A lot of them turned into suckers. But he Baylor and had sent me. I got the package with them. So everybody T2, all of them was on there. I remember in front of Nucleus. I still got them.
Salute T2. Salute to all of them. You know, salute to
Yeah,
Snags,
salute
T2.
T2. Salute to him. That's my
You
man.
know, you already know, man. The
Snags
block. 116. You heard
192.
116 performance, man. Performance of Linden. Salute.
Let's go Farmers and Linden. We gotta salute B1, B2. Rest in power,
Be the
Elvis and
Crip, you heard?
Montoose. Rest in power, Elvis. Big up Montoose. Big up B1, B2.
Right.
Big up Marley Swall. You know what I mean?
Marley Swall, G, you know what I'm saying? Big up the whole crew, you know what I mean?
Big up Joe the Boss. That's my man.
Yo, Joe. Yo, listen, tell us about Queens in the early 80s, 90s,
Yo,
because
no lie, right? My
109,
man Fufu that brought me out the house. I just spoke to him the other day too. I ain't speak to him in years. I spoke to him the other day. Fufu now was the dude that brought me out the house when I first moved to Linden.
you said
And
Fufu?
Fufu introduced me to Lil E, took me to Murdoch. Back in the days, Murdoch was rough. If you ain't know how to fight, you couldn't go to Murdoch. You couldn't go to O'Connell Park. You couldn't go to O'Connell Park if you couldn't fight back in the days and nobody knew you. It was crazy. Barry, his brother Bam, all them, Lorenzo, and all them, Cool Joe. Yo, it was real. You can even go to pool and
Nah, you couldn't go.
You had
You
a
couldn't
pool in
go
O'Connell
to.
Park.
I used to go over there and play ball. I ain't care. I used to be everywhere, bro.
Huh?
I used to be going over there playing ball.
Started getting money with a dude on Hollis named Qasim. Everybody know Qasim. Qasim was getting money, and I didn't know Qasim at the time, but when he came through with the brown Maxim, I said, "Who Maxim is that?" Everybody, that's that dude Qasim. I said, "Yo, Fufu getting money. We young." Fufu pulled up in the car, so then Qasim and Joe was cool. So that's how I first saw Joe. Joe had a silver Joe. Joe come through and all that. I said, "Damn, who's that?" You know, everybody was blah. So Fufu's kind of like brought me out in the street. Then Lele, I met Lele around the same time. Lele was always looking out for me. I'm talking about the nigga touched me in school. I be yo, Lele, you touched my little cousin, and it was that. That was it. That was a scrap. So it was crazy. Lele and Fufu I always looked up to them. And when Lele went to jail, I always felt bad because he was somebody I looked up to, and he was official. You know, he was official from back in the days. I don't know who know him now, but he was official. He never was suspect. And I'm glad I came up one of them dudes, man. So you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't taking nothing from me. So Fufu, Lele, Sugar, rest in power. Sugar was. I remember one time me and Lil E coming from 192, because that's how it was. It was Springfield, Hollis, Linden, Murdoch, and Francis Lewis, Farmers. Most areas like them, those are avenues, but everybody, we all had our own crews, and dudes used to stick together. We used to fight amongst each other based off of that. You know what I mean? So
right.
And because we went to school on Linden, on Hollis, and right near Jackson and all that, it was like you couldn't. It was always us fighting each other. The only time we fight in Southside, which was the only person that we used to have drama with, was because the older dudes had beef with that boom badge thing Southside. Like I remember Devin. Devin used to go to 238. I remember he first went to do something, and I remember we all had to go out there. We was out there like the NOI. We was outside the school like, you know what I mean? Just posting up because he was from our side, and I guess certain people, you know, that's how it was. Dudes used to pick you because you was from a different side and just like start beefs, even though they wasn't rolling with the main men and nothing. That's how it was. It was just like that. So I remember them times. Even when you go to Jamaica Avenue, you don't want to get caught in the terminal, and them niggas say, yeah, you was somebody that ran down on them with some other dudes and all that. You know what I mean? So it was
So
like
what was
that.
it like? The YGs. What was it like being a part of that? Because you were YG before you went to prison, right? Or did that start when you went to
Yeah,
prison?
before I went to prison, man. Prison, there ain't no prison gang or nothing. There ain't no gang.
I know.
That's
I
just
understand
people
that.
that
I understand
there ain't
that.
no gang. There ain't no gang.
I
You know what it is?
understand that. That 88, 87, 89, was that started in the 80s?
The same time the movie came out, niggas just started claiming that. But what happened was this. Hear me. From the time dudes started claiming that and banging that, right, and repping that, you had it was like anybody that get busy that really string their toes, they liked it that and they associated themselves with that. You had LBs that was LBs, but they IGs because they liked that vibe.
LBs, let the people know what you're saying when you're saying LBs. What is that? What is
Lost
LB?
Boys, man.
Lost
All
Boys.
right, here what happened. When I got locked up, me and Dot talk and Shabon
Salute
and
to the
everybody. When
Lost
I
Boys.
came home, Bebo from Cambria Heights ended up taking that to amongst his people. He went to Southside, because he used to go to a lot of Southside schools and all that. And he took that and he spreaded that. Bag spreaded that. on the left rack note in Sumner too. Because I went to Sumner and met a dude named Weeby and other people that was claiming that. You know, I know growing up from Mount Vernon, I met people that was claiming that everybody had their own thing, but 89, 89, 90, we was doing our thing and we put that where everybody wanted to be YG, everybody. And
YG's was big in the hood. YG's was definitely big in the
yeah,
hood.
it was everybody. If you was in YG, you was getting loose and all that. Anyway, it wasn't like how you know they got a gang structure now. It wasn't no gang. It was just niggas that came up and they rapping, and whoever rapped, they gonna say, I know all the shooters. When I was home from 91, 92, and 93, all the shooters in the hood was messing with me. Everyone. If you say you wasn't no shooter. Name them. Anybody can get up here right now and dispel what I'm saying. Anybody could say you're nah, son. Say name a dude. Dudes ain't even want to come outside, man. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. And then you had, I remember I was in the 4 building. Let me show you what I did and why I did things to certain people and certain things. I was in the 4 building. I remember Doc in his case, and you know, me and him had the tonic on. We sitting on the bed. He had the hard blues, had the champion sweatshirts, and we kicking it. And he like, yo, they put a hit on me. And he telling me the whole thing, and you know, certain things. I'm like, damn, this is my friend. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, whatever, man. When I get out, whoever against you, I'm getting them in certain things. And the same thing with Regan. That's why Raw Fay Law on Linden, because he told the police that Fauci and them took his car and all that. And I remember me and Fauci sitting in the 4 building when I was going up north, and me and him talking, and he crying like, yo, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get anybody that did. Don't worry, I'm gonna get them. I left
Well,
them
check
men,
it
and the
out.
men
Let me
did
ask you
20
this.
years and all that. But I went to the streets, and the people that you saw me unfair that from my hood is because they told on people and all that. Y'all don't even know that. And to this day, they done told on 2 and 3 other people since that happened. Told on Lele, all type of sucker shit. You understand? My man Bebo lost his life over them. Whoever know Bebo don't probably don't even know that. And the dude that killed him, I tattooed the dude arm in the 4 building when we was kids, and I didn't even know when I found out what I'm supposed. That's my how he said he's not my enemy.
So let me ask you this. You hear me, Tef? You had Linden YGs and guys from Springville YGs. Then you had guys that was fake YGs. Let us know the difference between the two. Let us know. Let us know what was going on, because you had dudes from Linden that was from our block, from our hood, that was repping YG, and then you had dudes from Springfield that was repping YG. But everybody wasn't really together. What was
Nah, it's
the
not that. What happened is that Springfield had their own issues, a lot of stuff, and anybody that know who know. This is the point where you can say, if you know, you know. They had real wars with different people, different sets, and all that, right? And in the early times, and they name run from that alone. So now on Linden now, that's a whole nother situation. Bebo took it to another level with, cause I came home, Bebo and Volvo took me shopping. Bebo took me to the Coliseum, introduced me to a whole bunch of dudes that I never saw
Earl
before in my
Salute?
life. Dudes had afros, everybody had the process. I'm like looking at these dudes, they look like me, some of the dudes, but everybody looking like, I'm saying, what's this? But what happened, he pushed a vibe. Dudes get money, doing certain things, but you had a lot of dudes that were schoolboys that just like hanging out on the block. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, a lot of them dudes is the dudes that end up telling on people and stuff like that. You know, some of them might rhyme or whatever, but them dudes wasn't no street dudes. And I didn't mess with a lot of them. I was trying to regulate, because I came home and 7 days later, Volvo got locked up, Bebo got locked up, Ja got locked up, and Punk got locked up and was in the front of the papers and all type of crazy stuff. And I didn't know half of the dudes they introduced me to. Most of them dudes I was in the 80s outside, and they wasn't. These is dudes that was going to school. So I'm telling you, because I'm dudes saying, yo, this dude and that. And some of these dudes had jobs. They was in the army, all type of stuff. You're not in the streets. So these are a lot of the dudes that today I know this because I be going sometime and dudes texting me. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, when I get a good look, I said, oh. And these are the dudes that wasn't really doing nothing but just around hanging out. They might go to a party or two with you. Going to a party is not, it's not really being in the game. You just going to a party. Everybody go to parties. And these dudes are the dudes that was behind the scenes right now talking about, telling a lot of lies. I want to know who the person that put the video up about E Moneybags being in the movie theater. My man Jakim, the 27 and the 3rd to life, man. You ain't had nothing to do with no movie theater. You didn't shoot nobody. Why would somebody use you and put you out there? Like, who was behind that? I don't like that, man. That's a lie, man. That's a lie, man. I'm glad, rest in peace, man. But he didn't shoot up the theater. That was John. Them, they had nothing to do with that. Them men did their time
Wait a
for it.
minute.
That
So
was a
wait a
very
minute. Which E are you talking about?
got sued.
Which E are you
I mean,
talking
people
about?
got rich off of that situation, and you ain't had nothing to do with that at all.
Yo, Tef.
For whoever did
Yo,
that,
Tef.
this is what they're doing. Dudes is out here trying to make people manufacture history. I'm not gonna go for it. And I got receipts. And if you violate me and say the wrong thing, I'm gonna blow you. I'm gonna do a zip with the drip on you, man. I'm gonna blow you out the water, but I'm gonna bring everything up. I'm gonna pull it out. I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna do it because y'all foul. It's about money. Come on,
Yo,
man.
Tef. So
Money
which
what?
E?
Everybody
Which
got money.
hold
All
on,
my
hold on.
friends is millionaires down there. Man. Nobody care about no money.
You said E. Give the people clarity on which E that you're talking about, bro.
Oh, now I'm talking about E Moneybags. He didn't have nothing to do with that Sunrise thing. He had nothing to do with
So
that, man.
what? Hold on. So you talking about E Moneybags that got killed in a Supreme Team case?
Yeah, rest in power. Yeah, he
So
had
wait a
nothing to
minute.
do
He
with the
was
Sunrise thing.
Tef. Hold on. So you saying he was claiming the shooting in Sunrise movie theater? He was claiming that?
He wasn't claiming it. Somebody did a video the other day and used him and said his gun and all that. He had nothing to do with it. Why would you do that? And nobody said nothing. That's why I'm just like, yo, nobody said nothing, man. He wasn't no stick-up kid like that either. That thing with Cream and them that happened, that's an isolated incident, man.
Yo,
People is manufacturing history and it's not good because you can say
Tef.
what you want about a person, but don't go into real history and put a person in it because you're gonna get checked because real
Yo,
dudes
listen.
out
Hold on,
there like
Tef.
that. I don't
Yo,
like that.
pause real quick. Yo, Tef. Quick. Yo, hit that. It's 104 in the building. We got 38 likes, man. Get the likes up, man. This is legendary. You know, Tef don't come on the internet and be talking too much. I'm giving y'all this exclusive content right here. Hit the like button, man. Get the likes up for us. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all appreciation for the show. Hit the super chat. You know what we doing here, you heard? But Tef, let me ask you this. E Moneybags wasn't a young gun?
I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm not getting on the internet saying nobody was nothing.
No,
But
I'm
here
just
what
talking about
happened.
E
Here what
Moneybags
happened. Listen,
is RIP. He's resting in
listen what I'm
peace right
telling you.
now. I'm
Hear
just
what I'm
asking
telling you.
you.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna answer it, but let me do it properly, right? I know him through his cousin, which is my man, right? Hamo. Anytime you family to people and all that, you bound to be affiliated somehow, some way. I'm gonna leave it at that. But what happened is that he was doing his own thing, but he wasn't around our way. I know him because his cousin. His cousin is my people. It's my bag, Madge. All Springfield is my family. You know what I mean? Jimmy Fan, all the old heads, all of that. You understand? I grew up around that. Shout out to Gam, you know what I mean? Cliff, Capone, you know what I mean? Eastwood. These dudes put it in, and everybody know they put it in, and they still firm, huh? DD, they put it in. Madge always was super cool. That's my man from school. But the thing is that they did that with E, and I wasn't right because you it's not right, man. Somebody else might go and do something and be talking. I mean, nah, what about him? And then if you say something negative, you're disrespecting the dead. So, dudes need to check themselves. Stop talking, stop making up lies and all of that. I mean, and they're not even that smart. Dudes is only talking, the information be mad invalid. They be crazy. You be like, wow, these dudes is crazy. And nobody really knows. So the people just sitting there agreeing with it. You know what I mean? I gotta stop, man. Come on, man. That's why the narrative is being created by snitches and people who never really did nothing that was out there. I can name 1,000 of them. I told
Yo,
you the other
salute
day.
to
What you
Jimmy
doing with that
Fan
dude in your
Fan.
video?
Salute to Jock. Salute to Jimmy Fan Fan. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jimmy Fan
Yeah,
Fan. You
Jimmy
heard?
Fan. That's an old school Springfield nigga. The family crew.
Salute to
The family
Springfield.
crew
Salute to
came out of
Springfield. You
Springfield,
know what I'm
Hempstead.
saying?
Springfield, Cambridge Heights area. A la Son, rest in power. Yeah, real official dudes, big man, that go get it.
All right. So I just wanted clarity on the E Moneybags thing. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't
Nah,
know
he
none of
had
that
nothing to
history.
do with the movie theater. Whoever put that out, that's on them to put that together.
So
I don't
wait a
know where they
minute.
got that
So
information
dudes
from.
is
They
on
couldn't
the
have got
internet
that from Hamo.
saying.
Actually,
So
I just
dudes is
spoke to
on it.
Hamo earlier.
Yo,
I
chat.
just
So
spoke to
dudes.
Hamo on Match earlier,
So
like a
dudes is
half
on.
an hour ago or something. Like they just hit me. He had nothing to do with it. He wasn't there because when Vo and them got locked up, they had the Young Guns and all that up in the newspaper. I got it in my book. That's in my book. That whole history because that's my friends. When I came home, they took me shopping. People introduced me to some of them Lost boys that he was rocking with. That's how I know different dudes. I saw skates. I was like, I want that jacket, skates guy. You know what I mean? And that's how it was. You know what I mean? I want that 8 ball. I want, and Vo gave me a purple joint. So it's like, yo, man. And he told me, B was like, yo, we taking money. This is what it is. I said, yeah, I'm done with that block shit. Man, we gotta get some, I'm gonna use that paper. They got locked up. I didn't go with them because I just came home. So I went to Christmas to my family to sit down and have Christmas,
Yo,
family
before you
dinner.
go, hold on. Yo, Tef, hold on. Before you go that way, let me ask you this. Why did you get locked up the first time and how did you get into robbery? How did you get into robbery? Because you're a legendary stick-up kid. How did you get into that? And what was your first bid? How'd you catch that?
Well, what happened, I was going hard and they, cross town, when that cop got killed, the South Side, that kind of that's what put TNT together. That's what created TNT. When
Right,
Amber Burns got killed,
right.
and all that.
With
Right.
Fat Cat, the Fat Cat situation, Nacy and all of them.
Right.
Nacy
So,
brother.
right. We didn't really know what they was doing, but you started noticing that they coming around and jumping out certain days and they taking people away and they taking them away. Ain't no patting you down, digging in your pocket. They taking people away. So they had put together TNT, Tactical Narcotics Team, right? And they was doing two type of arrests. They was doing buy and bust, where they would send an undercover to you. You would sell them the stuff. They would be somewhere watching from a distance with a camera. He gave you pre-recorded bond money, meaning they just took the dollar bill or whatever it was and recorded and made a photocopy and got it on paper. So when they lock you up and they take that out, they're gonna take the picture one time. They say, "Hey, you got the same money, all that." Right? So what happened was that's what he was doing, and they was doing also buying observation of a sale where they be watching you. They got a Jeep park, a dark Jeep, some old shit or something. You can't notice it, and they be watching you on a block. And when somebody come, you sell it to them, they gonna they're gonna intercept them like a block away or wherever they go, whatever direction. They're gonna send somebody, they're gonna snatch them, then they're gonna charge them. Or they're gonna tell them, yo, listen, we're gonna lock you up. We got this. Got it from the dude. They're gonna say they got it from you. They're gonna charge you with observation of the sale. And usually the person that they got the thing is the snake, is the crackhead. Because they gonna say, yeah, they ain't going to jail. They gonna say, man, that nigga, I bought that from him. And that was the tactics they was using. None of us really knew what was going on till we got locked up. I remember being on the island with everybody, like the whole hood. The only people who ain't had a drug case was, yeah, I went in the '89 though. But I went
The
in
end of 89 going into
I'm gonna tell you,
Hours, Queens. Let me know.
Ron Dew had not too long left. Jock had just not too long left. Lele had not too long left. They left a little legacy down there because when I came through, people's like, yo, you Lele man, oh, that type of shit. You know what I mean? I met Robo just then. I'm a Puss Head just then. Excuse me, not Robo just, but Puss Head just,
You
right?
talking about
Rest in power.
you talking
Huh?
about the hurt that one that turned GKB later on. But they
Yeah,
was
that's my
calling him
man.
Puss at Just before they called him Robo Just. They called him Puss at Just.
Yeah, his name is Puss Head just. Really.
Right. But they started
Robo
calling him
Just is the
Robo
older
Just.
Just that was down with the pre-team. I met him later on in season. But they keep saying he's Robo, he's not Robo. Oh, he's not, what we know is
R.I.P. to
Robo
Robo
anymore.
Just. R.I.P. to the Big Herc, Robo Just. R.I.P.
Yeah, RP. That's my man. But he looked out for me too, because he was lay man at the time before they. So what happened is that Big Man was there too with the teeth missing. You say he's little E brother, but I ain't little E brother. But when I came through, Dow was there. Chabon came through. Fauci and them was in Four Main or something. The whole hood was there. I seen Zombo from Hollis. Um, Lil E was there. Donnell was there. Fauci. And then I met dudes from Brooklyn, around the same time. That's how me and Shoe Shine got cool. I remember Shoe came through. I didn't even know him. He came in Mall 4. I was in Mall 4. And he came in and he wasn't even there a day. And I remember looking up, I saw him with a mop ring and telling somebody, "You don't fake no moves." And dudes trying to use the phone or something. I said, "Yo, his son is a gangster." But I met dudes in the early CB from Fort Greene, Ross from East New York, E. I met them Chinese dudes. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but Nuji and Sammy and them was on the other side. They was get busy. Yo, they had a dude from the Bronx named John Rambo too. He had the 4 billion kind of pressure. I remember
I heard of
somebody.
John Rambo. I heard of John Rambo.
Yeah, look, somebody that came through. A dude named Sean. Never forget it. And John Rambo ended up the dude that came through on our side, but he was on the side with
Mr.
Nuji.
Lockley, that's right. I hear you, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, Troy Lockley. That's Big
Robo.
Judge.
That's right.
Who just told you that?
They Shaheem Johnson said Mr. Lockley. That's right. Lockley. That's right.
Yeah, that's my man, Supreme Shaheem Peace King from
Yo,
Astoria.
peace. Yo, peace, Shaheem. That's right. Lockley. Mr. Lockley. That's right.
He said Bronx J NYC. What Bad Rod say? BXJ. Oh yeah, he's shouting his man. Yo. So anyway, I came through and I met them dudes. Them dudes was there, and I was robbing dudes in Mall 4. I wasn't no robber like that, but it's just that was the theme, dudes. It was free. I'm young, you adolescent, free Tims and all that. So I met Mambo too from East New York. That's my man. I ain't seen him in so many. I don't know what he's doing. I heard he's getting it. Green Eye Foul was his man. Fee from East New York too. They had Fee. I seen him in the years later in the paper for some money shit. But Fee, Mambo, Lil AD, East New York, little light skin AD. I met a whole bunch of dudes. Bumstead and them. I met a lot of dudes from Brooklyn that we got real cool. But long story short, I went up north. I left them behind. I went up north. I did my bid in Marcy. I watched Corey D go home July 10th, 1990 from Marcy. I was there, me and Lil E. There's a whole bunch of dudes, and never forget he went home with a black Corey Davis, man. He went home with a black rayon suit on, short set, with the red Reeboks, the classic, but he had the all red joints. And he went home. I remember I was on outside clearance, so he's like, "Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up?" I said, "You going home?" He's like, "Yeah, fair." You know what I mean? And rest in power, Corey. And yeah, so I started getting money, but when I was sitting down, I was reading Donald Goins, and I'm gonna tell you something. I met a lot of dudes that used to work for us that was crackheads, but when I met them in there, they was like they had cleaned up. They was good dudes, a lot of dudes. I remember
Right? They got their weight back up, right?
But not only that, you get to really see the person because they talking and I ain't even know. Dude say, "Yo, man, you don't know me, man. I remember you, man." And I'm like, "What?" And these dudes is dudes. And I'm like, "Wow." And yeah, that thing really messed the hood up, man. Real talk, they got rich. They really messed the hood up, man. You smashing dudes' moms and all that, man. That it would never give you none of that. You know what I mean?
but check it out. So when you came home, right after that time, how much time did you actually do?
I did a 1 to 3. I had 2 drug cases. I did a 1 to 3.
You went up top?
What happened? Yeah, they sent me I left the 4 billion. I went to Elmira. Back then they used to sell the adolescent to Elmira reception. So I knew my man Laley was in Elmira. Like it was like a thing where we was good because we knew. You know how jail be. You know your people up in there. So I'm like, yo. So we in Elmira with our chest out. We in reception, but we starting. We walking through reception and all that. And they sent me the shot. This is what happened. They started that shock program. They was they be stealing taxpayer money, but what they was doing was sending young dudes and stuff there, dudes that probably would stay in it. They sent me to that shit. I ain't staying it. I went to Lakeview. I went through the whole thing. I was in there for about 3 months. I said, "Nah, man, my time too short." They wilding. I ended up wilding on them. Somebody asked about Crip. That's my crime. He rest in power.
Yo, rest in peace of Crip. That's who I
And
came
then,
out the house under. Crip is
and
from
who's
my
that
block.
clap son? He ain't
Yo,
Crip with a
clap
C.
son.
He ain't
R.
Crip
P.
with
the
a C.
Crip. That's our
But he
bro
not
right
Crip.
there. That's the bro.
He not Crip with a C. He Crip with a K.
He Crip with a K though. Crip Gambino, you heard? That's who brought me out the house. that's my block, you heard? Crip is my block. You know what I'm saying? Crip Gambino, that's my block.
You know that's his nephew, right?
Yo, go ahead, bro. We hear you.
Yeah. So, damn boy, you didn't put Crip in there, man. You got me. Yo, yo, yeah. So when I was locked up, that first bit, I was reading a lot of Donald Goins books. I ain't gonna lie, Donald Goins had me good. I swore I was gonna come home and be a pimp, but yeah, what crazy? I'm going a whole nother town. I'm gonna turn it up, and then yeah. So when I came, what happened? I remember who gave it. It was a
Yo, what
guy named
Donald
Devon.
Goins books? Hold on, before you go forward. What Donald Goins books did you read that had you feeling like you was gonna be a pimp? What books did you read, bro? Because I read all of Donald Goins, or most of them. I read most
Man,
of his books
Iceberg
too.
Slim. Iceberg Slim. I got Georgia when I was
I
young.
read Iceberg Slim was a whole nother writer though.
Nah, Richard Beck, Iceberg Slim. If you read Donald Goins, you read that.
I
Listen, when I
did,
first
but
went to Elmira,
Iceberg Slim was a whole nother
listen,
writer.
but just hear me. When I went to Elmira reception, Divine from Merritt, curly hair Divine, muscular Divine, curly hair. I remember him because I was getting money. Like a lot of old heads knew me because I was getting money and everything, right? Everybody, Red and Derek used to live with me. Red from Rochdale, all them dudes know me from back in the days, right? So a lot of people remember me. So he pulled up on me, gave me a care package, and some of the stuff in the care package was a bunch of books. So I know you're gonna want to read some whole list. It was Donald Goins and Richard Beck, Pimp, Iceberg Slim, the story of my life. The man said he got Georgia when he was young. I'm reading this, I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Huh? I said, yo, my sister friend took my, you know what I mean? I said, oh man, this nigga got Georgia. I said, oh man, he told me he's singing my song. And I'm reading the book. But that kind of made me what it was is that it inspired me to think that the world is a playground and you could is a like a chessboard. You just gotta go ahead and and I felt confident. I go, man, I'm going out, I'm gonna make it happen, you know? And
Yo, listen, R.I.P. to Iceberg Slim and Donald Goins. R.I.P. to both of them. You
yeah,
heard?
yeah,
Great
Random
writers. You
House.
know, me and Teflon is writers. Y'all know I'm Mikey B, the author. I got a bunch of books out on Amazon.com. R.I.P. to the authors. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg Slim. We followed in their footsteps. Yo, but so, all right, yo, Tef. So let me ask you. So, what year did you come home?
So now when I was doing that bit, I'm gonna tell you something that freaked me out. I'm gonna throw this in because it's in my book. I'm just throwing a little thing. My book tell everything, so don't be like he ain't saying nothing because I don't really want to just give you everything. You know what I mean? Because enough of y'all are just gossipers anyway. You gonna take the information and see me on another podcast. You heard what he said? This dude saying and all this crazy. These dudes is crazy, but I don't care. I want a sense of see if somebody give you like color TV. I can go up there and say, "Yo, how did I feel?" Anyway, listen. I did that. I'm in 1990, and I come home the end of '90. But before I came home reading those books and meeting those guys that used to work for us and certain things, I just had a different perspective on the drug dealer after that. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest.
Where did you come? And what was your perspective?
December 1990, I came home. December 18th.
1990.
December 18th, 1990.
All right.
And
So, what was your perspective on a black drug dealer? What was your perspective, bro?
a lot of them is cowards, man. A lot of them is like because the drug game is a game where you selling to people that are a captive audience. You don't have to convince them to buy nothing. They know what they want. And it's just a thing. A lot of people, they lost their integrity smoking and doing them drugs, and people took advantage of that. And then what Alimo, the young one or the big one? Who that? You said Alimo? Bro, what's up, man? Bro, call me, man. Salute. I thought that was heads. Oh, I see him, bodyguard. Yo, that's Bodyguard. Yo, wow. That's the original name. I see you put the original name up. That's what I just noticed that. Yeah, he official. That's my boy. I almost killed a dude in Greenhaven over him, man. Real tough. I almost killed somebody in Greenhaven. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I went straight for the brain, boy. 'Cause that's my man. I'm like, that's my man from the town. You can't do nothing to him. You crazy? These dudes on crazy. Mikey disappeared. Mikey, what's wrong with your thing? Oh, that's what happened. Who's Egg Balls fan? Like, what the fuck is that? This shit is crazy. Let me look at these chat, man. Because people all in here.
You hear
From
me? You hear me,
something?
Jeff?
Who?
You hear me?
Who? Yeah, I'm listening to you. I can hear you.
Oh, all right, we good. I'm just making sure I'm back. I'm just making sure I'm.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said that you were stuck. I can hear you, but your joint just got the cover.
Somebody try to call me. That should be messing up your live, you heard?
What? The phone calls?
Yeah, somebody try to call me, you heard?
I miss you too. Man, I ain't hear from you in 20. I've been here 20 years, man. Man. Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't. You ain't moving. Your picture's like an avatar.
Yo, dudes just calling me, bro. I don't know why these dudes just calling me on live, bro.
Why didn't you come up here and talk? I didn't want to talk. Why you calling me? I hear people complain about that all the time, but I don't know why they be doing it. I can hear you. You good. I see Wolf in the building.
You said who?
Wolf, Teddy the Wolf.
Yo, salute to Teddy, man. Salute to Teddy the Wolf. Salute to DMX. 197, 196, 198. All of them from up there. Superstar J, all of them, you know. R.I.P. to Mo.
What's up
And
with Chop Chop?
Black. You know, my whole team up there, all our peoples up there. You heard 198, 196, 197. You know what I'm saying? Teddy was out there in Albany with us too. We was all.
Listen, when we took over Linden, right? Teddy and them had their own script. They was holding it, man. They was holding 197. Him, DMX, they had their own crew. Goldie and all them, Rob and all them. Talik, that was with y'all in Albany.
Yeah.
He was rocking with them. That's what we used to call him Little Jimmy back then. Yeah, son. He had the illest walk on Linden. You don't want to see that nigga come through anyway. Illest walk.
I'm froze up, bro. I don't even want to go in and come out because I don't want to mess the live up.
Who that said 194 Murdoch? You heard? Somebody said 194 in the dots.
You already know Murdoch, man. Salute to Murdoch. 198 The Park, OCP. You know he messed with Murdoch.
The whole dots, man. The whole dots. I know you couldn't go to that pool back in the days, man. Yo. It's like in 192, you couldn't walk on the side staircases. Yo, you get booked, man. You get beat down, all that. People walk in the middle with all the security guys laughing out loud. What that say, P.I.? Who's that? Mel Miguel. Mel Mogul. That's P.I.? Stop reading this shit, Jeff, and Bill. I shall peace. So anyway, I came home.
Alamo, we gotta link up, Alamo. That's right. We gotta definitely link up, Alamo.
Yo, let's push the story, man. My man just told me stop reading it and speak. So listen, I came home in 1990 December, but that experience with me being locked up, like I told you, with drug dealers. You know, I'm selling drugs, but it's like they don't got no. They don't. I don't know. It's different. So anyway, I come home. I'm gonna get into that now. I come home and Bo and Bebo's doing juxes. So when I come home, you know, I go to Bo Food, but I gotta go get my 44. I got a 44 that I had took from the dude, gave it somebody on. So I was thirsty to get home to that the old classic one too. Smith and Wesson, Dirty Harry joint, crisp condition too. wood handle, wood grain handle, all that stuff. So I go get that. And me and Bevo start, but Bevo rolling my joint. I'm like, yo, I want my joint. Bevo said, yo, God, I like this joint. I'm like, yo, give my stick. You know what I mean? We think. So I remember they was like, we're going to movies and different things and this, that, and third. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with my family. Blah, blah, blah. So listen, the next day after that, they took me shopping in the Coliseum. I remember seeing skates because skates had that orange and white 8 ball. I said, I want one of those. They like, you going? I'm like, I ain't nothing, blah. And you introduced me to Madness, the church, little flicks and all that. So I go to they tell me, they take me, listen, they take me before they get locked up. They take me, we go to Mystery, that was the club at the time. We go to different spots. And, they show me certain people and all that happened. And Bebo, especially Bebo's like me. We were like, yo, that nigga, no. So we go to, one day they go in the movie theater. So they're like, yo, we going to go to Boston. I'm going with my family. This is going to hit you tomorrow. So I said, all right. So the next day I go check both. I don't know nothing about what happened. I go check both. And Bebo there. And we both looking kind of like quiet, like, yo, something happened. People were like, yo, God, it was on. And they try to bust. I'm like, wow. So 2 Tuesday, like, yo, we going to get Ja. We gonna hit you up when we come back. I said, all right, I'm gonna be at Love in the house. Linden, just shout me. I go to Love House. We sitting at Love House, and we don't hear nobody all day. And the nighttime come, and Bo hitting the back door like, yo. I open the back door. Yo, what up? He's like, yo. He ran down on this bone, but I'm like, what? I said, yeah, I don't know what people at, people. And then they got Ja thing. I said, wow. So we in the living room. And this is all in my book exactly. I explained exactly how it happened though in the book. And the news come on. Oh, young youth gang from Queens. Blah, blah, blah. Got one. I see Ja. I'm like, damn. So people like, damn. So when they went to get Ja, the police brought down on him. They had a speed chase, but Ja went to somebody stepped something. He was in the gallery, and the person, I think the people told him, yo, he right here, whatever. But right, and they had they put a gun on him, whatever. But anyway, he got locked up. So Vo and B-Boy, we had love because we talking, and we like, yo, B-Boy ended up coming. B-Boy went back and got the guns. Boy, I got a different one. He came to Chris. Like, yo, happened? Yo, they ran down on us. So here go B-Boy, yo, I'm going to Macy's. And Vo was like, I remember this shit. This is my book. Vo was like, yo, man, this shit. People was like, yo, we can't be no part-time gangsters. I'm going to Nations. Just like that. I know me, I ain't going to motherfucker. I was like, yo, this nigga's violent. So Vo will go with people. They go down to No Names, get something. They end up in Lacey's. That night, the police ran down and they could, somebody, people telling so they know all the spots they be in. That's the roller skating rinks, Lacey's and Nassau. They shot Bebo there. Had it on the news. Bo came back. Because Joe picked Bo up and took Bo back around the way or whatever. And Bo came, he shot me, they shot us. I was like, damn, this is on. These niggas getting picked off. So they like Bo up, they like Punk up. When they like Punk up, with Pompey and them. With Pompey, which y'all know is Pimp now. Pompey was doing juxes with Punk or whatever, and they got locked up. So I was going in the news and all that. And then they locked up Vogue. So they got locked up for their case, and they did what they did.
Hey, you talking about Pimp?
Yeah, that's what I know. My uncle. That was 90. That was 19. That was right after they got locked in 1990. They got locked up in December 1990. When that sunrise happened, they locked all of them up. Pimp got locked up with them too, because Pimp and Punk and Pimp and P and Punk had did they were doing juxes. They got caught doing juxes, and they was looking for dudes from that case, like from that shooting or whatever. So they was like everybody they snatched that was young or whatever. They was pressing dudes. So I don't know how they got figured out it was Punk or whatever, but they locked Punk up and had Punk in there, and then Bo got locked up. And them niggas, that was what it was. So while I was out there though, I used to be trying to figure out who told on them, who was what. I was trying to put that work in, but it wasn't materializing like that. And I always taking care of Bo. I sending Bo money, making sure thing. But my thing was always trying to make them beat the case, like trying to find out who was who. Man had told me certain things in the beginning, but it turned out to be like, hey, that's how me and Pimp ended up not really being cool at the time because information I got. He came home from that bid and I ran down on him, but it was
What
enough for him.
information did you get? What information did you get on Pimp?
I don't want to say that and that should go viral. It wasn't true
You
though.
don't want to say it. I mean,
Not because it wasn't true.
it wasn't true.
Listen, I was trying to out him because dudes told me some bad that when him and Punk got locked up, they try to say he think, but that ain't true. They told
It
me
was a
that
lie.
after. Yeah, that was a
It was a
lie.
lie.
They only told me that nowadays. They told me that recently. I tried to tear his head off in the street, man. I would have done him, man.
So it was a lie. It was a lie on Pimp's name.
Yeah, but what happened is that him and Vo was always cool. And Vo told me after, I said, Vo, but you didn't tell me that, big man. I was like, you know what I mean? I had seen him, but what happened? I was with me and Buster somewhere, and I was like, yo, that's the nigga that. And he was talking to somebody, sister that I know. And the other sister happened to be passing and said, I'm telling the dude, like, oh, I'm going to get him. I'm telling Bus, like, oh, my God. So she ran down there, like, yo, I don't know what you did, but I mean, it's coming for you. And I was by myself, though. Bus ain't even moving. I said, but I got this. And he took off. He ran through the yards or some shit. And that was that. You know what I mean? But I found out it was a lie. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of things that happen was a lot of bullshit. You don't do. I'm serious about it. Don't tell me nobody did something. You know what I mean? I'm glad ain't nothing transpired because
I understand. That's right. That's right. I understand that.
you know what I mean. Right. So that's what that was. But so anyway, while I was out there, I was trying to like find out who was this and that, and that was one of the things I was doing, like trying to make sure that my dudes in there. I thought that was my obligation anyway. Like yo, whoever told them I'm loud on them, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Um, I started getting in my own a lot of situations. Like I told you, I took the gun off, and I was like, drugs is the secondary now, and I was getting a lot of stuff. I was loosening dudes and all that, but mainly it was like beefs, like things that like even Bowen them knew this, that had this. You know what I mean? I remember seeing Rob Bowen and them powerful certain dudes and like moving different with them because of how them dudes had shown me a vibe when I came in that was going on. And they would tell you that. I'm speaking mildly, but I used to be loosening dudes based off of people accusations and stuff like that. A lot of the dudes I started loosening, not a lot, but a good handful of dudes that I loose wasn't really because I wanted no money enough. They was just talking my name or they was just gossipers, stuff like that. And I used to like the same dudes, like, oh, jump on them. You know me? I remember doing that to Clay on 110 and God Boo. I don't even know him. He talking my name crazy and all that. And I might end up walking up on him, me and Gam, and I'm like, yo,
So what? Yo, what? So what year? Yo, Alamo, salute. Nick said, what up? Alamo, I just called that Nick. Nick said, what up? So what year you talking about now? What years is this?
yeah, like 91 and 92 now. I'm losing a lot of dudes based on,
So
you
91,
know.
92. All right.
Mm. So
So
92
hold
come.
on. While you get into 91, 92, how did you meet Crip? How did you meet young Mikey B? You're because we met around that time. You're
Yeah, nah,
how
because
did you
he
meet
on.
Crip? How did you meet Crip? R.I.P. to Crip. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Crip Gambino. How did you meet Crip? When did y'all connect? And how did you really get into robbery, bro? How did you get into that, that field?
I always respect the old heads that used to do it. Ronnie Mac used to tell me stories. Everybody used to tell me stories. So I knew what they used to do and all. Two Bar, Trooper, Frenchie, Rest in Power, all of them. Them dudes was like legends, and I always admired them on the cut. Like yo, I like the power they wield. So um, when I came home and I told you one of them was doing that, I was like, "Ooh." When they got locked up, I was doing my own jokes. I was losing, but I was picking people that I wanted to get at anyway. Certain things or whatever, or history that I know. I know people from Southside. I was going over there, but it was certain people's name that was resonating to me from dying, and certain people said, I was like, whoever is brought like trying to think, I'm gonna lose them. And anybody that know that I lose certain people, and I loosed him because of that. Because y'all trying to kill my man and all that, even though he's locked up. And I just was like, nah, I'm gonna y'all gonna be the hers. You know what I mean? Not anyway. What's the name? I was over there, I knew Fat Chris from the 4 building. I knew different people. And Fat Chris is the one who used to always tell me about Preem and Sunny. I knew about Preem from the newspapers and certain shit. Plus, when we was on Linden, there was a time when Princess Home, when Mini T's was the restaurant that all the drug dealers and hustlers used to come through. And because it's on our boulevard, we used to see everybody. So they used to come through, go in the back. Then we used to be with them. So we should know what was going on. And I knew certain things. So I knew certain people through that and all that. Plus, you know, the old heads just tell you everything. So the I end up around 92, really 91, but 92 I was really across town a lot. They had a few dudes that was new dudes out there hustling. They wasn't from the old school. They wasn't connected to the old heads, so I used to be loosing them. Me and Crip. How I met Crip was I knew Crip from school. Because one time they came and did a hustle for Shamik and them or something. And I think me and Vo ended up getting it on with one of them, with Manuka somebody. Cause Manuka, it was Manuka Crip. And Crip stopped it like, and we kind of like, all right. And then years later now, when I came home and I was doing the jukes, I was recruiting a lot of people in the hood, whoever was get busy, whatever, and I know you from young, I'm recruiting you. So that's how also you got a lot of YGs, like dudes from Springfield, young dudes that came up under all them dudes and different dudes. That's how that transpired. You know what I mean? Because they was under dudes, they was rocking with dudes, and they end up carrying the name. Um, some carried it serious, some didn't, because you got dudes like turn blood and all that in jail, then they be like, "Oh, I was YG," but you would have never really been YG and do that because that don't make no sense. That's a gang. So anyway, the I end up I end up I end up butting in the crib one day at some chick's crib. I think Stacy and Tanya house, and your man Deshaun was there. You know Deshaun from Dunkirk, Little Grimy Deshaun.
Right,
And
right,
Deshaun,
right, right.
I didn't know him at the time, but the funny thing, I know who he was, but I didn't know that was him. Like I knew he did something back in the days and we jumped him or something crazy. But anyway, I'm like, I'm seeing Crip fresh. Crip got some Air Max on. He got a whole Air Max sweatsuit. He getting it, he young. He clean. Got the fade and all. I said, what up? He like, you look. Got his toast, he's stunting. I said, yeah. So I said, what you doing? He's like, I'm doing juices, I'm like, where? I said, we get some money together and all that. He said, yeah, I'm hearing about you. You all cross town, all that. I said, you know what it is? So he bought me gas stations at the time. So to me, that's like, no, I ain't
Yo,
robbing.
who was
I ain't
robbing gas stations?
clipping them, Deshaun. You know him, Deshaun was grimy. He's around with Deshaun.
Deshaun took us. He had took me and Webb when we was young. He had took Deshaun. He was one of the dudes that took us out there. Salute to Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
bring me
Who
and
that
Webb and
who that
all of us
who
when we
that
was
said that
young
right
out
there?
there.
Somebody said drop G God. Who's drop God? Gallo Stick Up King. Drop God, what kind of
Gallo,
dog?
Gallo from salute to Gallo. I was in Chihuahua with Gallo in 2014. I know Gallo, old timer. He older than us. Gallo's older than us. You heard?
I know who that is.
Light skinned Gallo. He like brown. He like lighter than you a little bit.
I know who he is.
Gallo's an old timer. He older than us. You heard?
I know who he is. Yeah, so yeah, it was a lot of stick up kids um that was running around doing things, you know.
Right.
The dude you just mentioned that the dude put in the chat. I know him, yeah. I heard about him. I know my man clapped his ass up too, so I don't know. Let's
Gallo?
go. Yeah.
Gallo old. Gallo was about
Nah, he was getting it. He was getting at niggas. But um he didn't get at
Gallo
us.
got us by about 10 years. I was in Chihuahua with Gallo in 2014. He used to tell me a lot of stories about these dudes.
He told you about the
Old
vine with
dudes.
the he told you about the vine with the gray packs right there on his head.
Say it again.
He told you about the vine that used to be with him with the gray patch on his head.
I think he
Yeah,
did. He was telling me about a lot of dudes that he was sticking up and that toll on him. He told me about a lot of that. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know because what happened, me and him wasn't friends or nothing, but um actually to tell you the truth, in the 80's, he's one of the names that was ringing him Divine that was doing jokes. That's why I always say like I looked up to them because like Frenchie and them type of people, I like that. I know man, I don't want to get up here and to talk, but I know the history. But one thing that happened was that my homie, my brother that that was running with me, you know him too. You just spoke to him the other day. He had clapped him up. There ain't no mystery or nothing. Everybody, well, they know, you know what I mean? But yeah, because he was run. I just tried to run down on my dude, and it didn't work out. But yeah, um, yeah, he was getting to dudes. But I also saw that somebody used him on a platform. Or he sent some information to a platform referring to about Bim and all that. I'm gonna show you. I just want to say something about
I
that,
know,
right?
I know, I know. I was with Gallo. I was with Gallo Shawanga. He told me some things. He ain't never showed me no paperwork, but he used to talk to me in the yard all the time and tell me like who was who from the 80's and who did this and who did that. But he never showed me no actual paperwork, so I couldn't pump that because he didn't show me no paperwork, you heard? But he said some things about this dude and that dude. Some of that stuff I see as actually came to be true
Yeah.
on the internet from the things that I have seen on the internet.
I
But
I
he
don't I
told
don't
me about a lot of things, but
yeah.
he ain't show me
I
no
know
paperwork, you heard?
I don't know him personally. If he saw me, well, I'm keeping it 100. If I don't know him personally, because so what happened? What I heard about him though, in terms of like, yeah, I don't think that he would tell no lies or nothing like that. But to be honest with
I
you,
don't think he
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but
tell me whatever
some people,
paperwork, then I can't be running around pumping nothing on nobody's name. I can't say nothing on nobody's name if you just
some
telling
people,
me something and you ain't showing me no paperwork, bro. You heard?
yeah, but I don't think that he would have told no lies, man. Tell you the truth.
I mean, I
It's
don't
people I
think he
don't
was
even know. Some people I don't even rock with,
the
but
things that he told
I'm
me.
not gonna lie
Some
to him.
told me I have seen myself that
He
they
was
have come true, and I have witnessed them come true on the internet through other
he was official.
sources.
He was official.
I don't, like I said, I didn't think he was lying, but he never showed me no paperwork. We used to in the yard. He used to come kicking with me in the yard. He knew I was from Queens. At that time, I was the big homie.
When
He
I was a
was running
little
down
kid,
on me and giving me mad information about who is who. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I didn't believe him, but he didn't show me the paperwork, you heard?
yeah,
He didn't show me the paper. He didn't show me no paperwork. So without him showing me the paperwork, it really didn't solidify the things that he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. But I don't think he would tell no lies in that aspect. I won't swear for nobody, but I know he used to get busy back in the days. I remember being inside his house and all of that. Real talk.
Nah. I mean, I think he official. I'm not saying he
I,
wasn't official.
I remember being on the side of his crib. Yeah, but yeah. He's official back in the days though. He was losing a lot of dudes. He's
All
one
right.
of the names that in the 80's was ringing as a stick-up kid. Anybody
All
who
right.
really
So
knew me
listen,
outside would know.
you hear me?
Mm.
Let me tell me about Queens in the 91, the early 90's when you came home,
Yeah.
the
Now when I
blocks,
came home,
the
yeah, when I
clubs.
came,
Let me know,
yeah,
because we used to go out to the clubs together. We used to go out. We used to be on racket. We used to be on the Ave and all that stuff. Let me know. Give me some history on that.
but what happened when I came home in the 90's and four of them got locked up or whatever, I realized I saw a shift in the streets. It wasn't no more like, in the 80's it was the block. Like you had to be part of a crew or really affiliate. It wasn't no freelancing like how it is in the 90's and up to now. So I didn't care if you lived on the boulevard and that's your house. If you out there selling back and you ain't official or you ain't supposed to be out there, dudes is gonna clap your house up and all that. Dudes gonna say, yo, son, you can't be out here. The next time ain't gonna be no conversation, it's gonna be bullets. So when I came on the 90s, I saw people that was going to school, like you work part-time and then you got young dudes. I didn't grow up with no young dudes my age that was working no jobs, man. Everybody was like that wasn't so it was a different dynamics. And then they used to really hang on the block just to hang around dudes and go to the club with dudes or party with dudes. They wasn't going and do juxes or stepping in the middle of no drama when dudes was going to put in no work or run down on nobody. So I was kind of like seeing a different era coming. A lot of schoolboys, backpack, dudes is different. They like hanging out, they smoke a little weed or whatever. It was different though. It wasn't like these wasn't um these wasn't really block men or nothing. They just neighborhood dudes and they started right. So a lot of those dudes was the dudes that I was seeing in the 90s going to clubs and thing and thing. There might be somebody man, so nobody don't mess with them and all that. That's what I saw a lot of. A lot of the old heads is gone. People like me now, and anybody like me, it was like you felt like a chicken on a weasel. You felt like a weasel on a chicken farm. Like it was so easy, like because you come from an era when you had to be somebody, you had to be solid to be, to represent or be outside or play. You got dudes on God Brewer that wasn't out there when Jock and them was out there. They can't even fight their way out of a wet paper bag. They got a BMW piped out, huh? They got workers out there. They just living. And I'm just like, I don't understand it. Matter of fact, let me get that Lex. Come in. You know what I mean? It was the 90s was a different era than the 80s. It was where the crossover, it was where the change came in. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they took away a lot of key figures and you had a lot of people that was just around. They're not really going to regulate, not going to push the agenda. They just was around. And you had a lot of that. I see now. I see people from when I was out there on the internet talking spicy and talking all crazy. And I said, yo, but you wasn't like that at all. Not even I'm not even exaggerating. I give jacket, but these dudes is like disillusioned, man. You know what I mean?
Right,
You're not an OG because you old.
right.
That title is a whole different. That title is a whole. I don't even call myself an OG, but that whole title is a whole. They got it distorted, man, and people going along with the narrative because everybody think it's about the money. So when you got a whole bunch of money and everything, and you don't got no legacy, but a bunch of children chasing money, and they on some gay stuff. So what do you think gonna happen? People are stupid. Like you think it's gonna be what it was in the 90s or 80s? Our children are not us. These children are different. They come in a different thing. They growing up with homosexuals in school, like it's normal. We ain't grow up with that. Somebody said, "Baby, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, right? In 19, after growing them, and I started what I was doing, like I told you, I was recruiting people, or it was my friends that I grew up with, and they plus, you know what's crazy? It was like the internet is today. That's how the streets was when I was out there, because people would be like, "Yo, pulling up on you, yo, son, I heard you taking a lot of bread, yo, and it's like that. You're like, yeah, how you know? So and so told me. Like we had the same information traveling the same day, like how y'all doing the internet, but it's just among certain people, and
Right.
like Lil E, like, yo, you get mad. I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be with me. And you start running with me because he's around with Corey D. And when Corey D got killed, they came to get the toast from me. I remember giving them something, him and Man. A little hoopty they came up with. The next morning, I knew Corey, but we wasn't that, like I wasn't taken aback crazy about it. It's just like, wow, that's my man. You know, I remember him when he went home. So I gave him some toast. But he started running with me. Um, a lot of people, a lot of dudes from Southside used to be running with me. Um, yeah, it's not. It wasn't like what people think. It was just, but not him. He don't count.
They know them as Cripple E,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
R.I.P. to Little E. But tell us his
Well, he
story
didn't.
because I know. he had got shot up. And what year was that? Because we was running around with him. We was messing with little E. What year was that? What year did it all take place? Um, I know. Did you ever get shot up with robberies? Let me know about. Give me some story. Give me some stories on that, bro.
Well, look, what happened with E? We all doing juxes. That's our thing. Every week we just doing juxes. We keeping our ears to the streets. Whoever getting it, we getting it. I don't care who you was. Nobody was exempt except our friends or people that was like. Um, 92, I got shot. Dudes put a hit on me, and I got shot on God Brewer.
You got shot on God in the car. How they go down?
I was in the car, and I was at the time
What block? What block on God, bro?
164 and 107. What happened? I was doing what I was
107 in
doing for a
God,
bit.
bro.
Yeah. So, I had a few people I lose plus I extorting dudes. So because I was out there frequently every day and all that, dudes lined me up, put a hit on me. So dudes know I walk through the back. I come through the back of the building and then come around to the front. So what they did is they had a man laying in the back. But I used to switch up my movement and all. You never go the same way every day. So I just like something happened with Pudgy and them with the dude Bree from Brian from Sufton or whatever. I ended up knocking him out with a toast because he was arguing with them over if he could hustle back there. Some nonsense. He from niggas in the projects know me. I knocked him out with the toast. Shut up. So his man and them took off, left the car, and we thought we saw some police, so we broke out. The whole time the dude that had the hit on me was in the bushes waiting for me to walk through the back, but I never walked through the back. So when I was supposed to leave, I told the taxi turn around because Jazz had just shot by. He had a coupe at the time, a legend. I'm like, yo, follow that thing. And he's like, hold on. Went around to
So wait a
164.
minute. You already got hit?
Now I ain't even get hit yet. When he
All
took
right,
me
go ahead.
around, I was supposed to be leaving. He took me around to the back and busted a U-turn in the middle of the circle right there, 164 and 107 by the park. So the dude's just there in the bushes just watching me. And when the car turned around and moved, he ran and shot through the back window. And Shanika saw it though. She was like, "Dawn!" And before he even probably released the trigger, I already started leaning sideways, like leaning away. So it hit me in my neck. It missed my jugular. I'd have been dead. But it hit me in my neck, and the glass slowed it down, so it was stuck. So my chain had popped, and it went through my chain and all that. And I'm laying in her lap. I got my toast. I fumbled with my toast, but the dude took off already. And I'm feeling to see where because it felt like somebody threw a brick and hit me on my shoulder. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? And so I touched it. It was a little hole, and I had the bubble on my neck. And I could feel like a knot in there. I said, yo, I got hit and shit in my neck still. So taxi guy, I'm telling him to go around, thing. And he's like, nah, he took me to the hospital. So I gave him my toast and I went to the hospital. I told him I got shot in the neck. And they took me to emergency. I woke up in the morning. I was cuffed to the bed. And the detectives was talking to the doctors, and the doctors told them I can't speak. So I played that out. When they came over to me, standing over me, I was just acting like I was in that coma vibe and all that. And then Crip and them came and broke me out the hospital that same day. Um, that night. They came because that day because Puka and them came to me. They got my shorty locked up. They trying to charge her with it. She ain't talking. They saying that it's your gun, this, that, and third. So I'm like, damn. So I I told them what happened. Phils and them came. They had me with some twist tie things like flexi cuffs. Well, we call them flex, but they had to have me to the bed with. They made it look like if it was the IV and all that for the IV to hold me there to keep the IV, but they was detaining me. They trying to get her to write a statement so they could charge me or something. So Crip and them came. They already took my underwear. When you get shot, they be cutting your clothes off. So I ain't had no no pants or nothing. So Crip and them came and brought me a jacket and some pants.
So
So
where did you get shot at?
I got shot in my neck right here.
You got shot in your neck?
That's why I got this mark right here. Let me tell you something. The same gun that shot me in my neck is the same gun that paralyzed Dwayne on Linden.
What's the wing?
How many Dwayne's on Linden that's paralyzed?
I don't know what's the way I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's the way you talking about, bro.
Look what he said. He got shot on God Brewer by Trini. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
This dude.
Don't worry about that, bro. Tell your story. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, listen. Anyway, yeah. So I got out the next day, and I escaped that night, and the next day I came on God Bro with my arm in a sling, me and Krills, and Krills is by the way is Crip. I don't say I say Krills. So me and Krills, and I see the people up there. You know how the block is, everybody. I'm talking about the big heads. So dudes was acting funny. Dudes was clumped together like they were scared. So I knew that was a hit from over there, right? There's no question about it. I ain't did nothing. I felt good. That first time I got shot and it didn't feel like nothing. I was like, you niggas in trouble. It's like when you get cut on the island or something, you be like, what, that's it? So they can't fat you with no razor, right? So I was like, all right. So anyway, long story short, I just start turning it up from there. I just start saying, dudes put a hit on me. I don't trust nobody. You don't even know if your friends is your friends. So that's why I got real vicious. And then a lot of people was getting with me. I was recruiting everybody. I had people from everywhere. From South Side, from everywhere, man. I say the South Side, I mean the whole South Side, from the North Side, from Flushing, from Corona. I had people that I know get busy, that I would employ to move with me. And just to go get some money, yo, I'm going to do these jokes about 40,
Yo, you
50
hear me?
rap in there. Yeah.
You used to be rapping in the clubs. When you used to go out, you used to rap in the club. You used to take the mic from the days. How did you start rapping? When did you start rapping?
I was rapping from a little kid. You know Marley Marl? Marley Marl? The,
Mo-
from Queensbridge? Right.
from
Yeah.
Queensbridge?
Yeah. His cousin used to live across the street from me. Right? I'm talking about his first cousin. So this dude used to write. His name was Derek, but we call him D. Master D was his name. I started calling myself MCD, but his name was Master D. So he taught me how to rap. He taught me how to write rhymes. We used to get in the
What
backyard.
year was that?
That was the early '80s. That's when I first moved to Linden. I didn't tell you about that, but that's my whole. I ended up being in a crew with dudes like we should rap. You know what I mean? I was nice when I was young. I learned how to write early, and I knew how to do bars. He used to have the 808 drum machine and thing. He used to put the little simple beat on. And then I remember his cousin Alan from down south came, and we used to do joints. Then my man can do too, so them two taught me how to rap, and I always stay with it. Then me and Bo used to be messing around, and then me and a dude named Shakespeare named Roy, ended up calling himself Shakespeare. We ended up doing a little something too, but what happened is that the streets took over me, and I didn't. The industry wasn't attractive no more. It was never really the industry. I always liked rapping. I always liked doing music. I remember in 192 we did talent shows. Me, Little E, and somebody else held it down, and it was us against Springfield. They won because Springfield, Madge and them had it was Madge, Daquan, Bullet, which is Eastwood brother, all of them was there, right? They had about six dudes on the stage. They did a song called Bonetta. That shit blew us out the water. He had a little tight little team, but you know what I mean? So I was always was rapping from young. But and I was gonna take it serious too. I remember going to LL House. I remember rapping for him, me and Ray, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I remember being around different dudes, different DJs. My man Vocal had a cousin named Pat Bull. We used to go to Cambria Heights. I remember they had MC Battles back in the days. Had a dude named JMC. He's supposed to be ill. He used to sound like LL and me though. But they had so many different dudes. I came up doing that. But once the streets really hit me, I never looked at that no more.
Right.
It wasn't no money to me. It wasn't like nothing. I liked the art. I didn't care about. It wasn't about the money with hip hop. So when it got to the point when it was money, I already was doing a bunch of time and hoping I could get out and try to drop an album. But the time was eating me up.
Yo, why
Mhm.
you never took rap seriously?
Because there wasn't no money. I knew it wasn't no money. When it became
Yo,
money,
but Q-Tip and them Tribe Called Questions right there on LinkedIn with us, and they was getting big money on rap.
I'm gonna tell you something. I like Tip, and I remember when something happened with him and Dawson Rex
Salute
and
to
something.
Consequence, RIP Fight Dog. Salute to Q-Tip. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I remember consequences, little niggas. So yo, um, nah, I'm gonna tell you something. I remember 1992. Let me show you how crazy it is. Not 92 was it? When they did 91, they did a video for Check the Rhyme. I was in that shit. But what happened
We
was
all was up there at that video shoot at Nuclear Cleaners. I
You
was up
don't
there
remember that?
too.
You don't remember I was acting funny about somebody,
I was up there. I was up there at that video shoot. We was all up there.
but you don't remember it was something I was acting funny with somebody that was there, a light skinned nigga. I'm trying not to put too much information on the chat. But what happened is that same thing I was telling you about when dudes saw him told me that dude snitched, I was like anybody affiliated with him, so I understand him and some dude was dancing together or something. So I end up at that video shoot, I ended up saying something to the dog. I think he left too, but I don't want to say his name or nothing. But he was, I didn't know him like that. I just know they said, yo, somebody dancing with him or that's his partner or something. I was like, yo, I started like acting crazy. But I remember Tip getting something happened with him and some dudes Rex and effects. And I remember telling White because I was anybody from my hood like certain things. I thought, yo, what happened with that? Yo, what you want? Yo, we could go. We could just you gotta do is give us a address. We gonna go up there and hear that shit out. Yeah. And I guess Tip was like, oh, they was like, yo, he said, there ain't nothing like that. He dealing Zulu or some shit. We gonna deal with it, the Zulu nation or some shit. And I was like, all right. So we left that alone, but I like the fact I heard he always lost his eyesight. So he was always a good dude, always like cool and stuff. He never moved funny with nobody. I didn't used to be around him like that. Why didn't used to fuck with him hard? But every time I come down there, he big me up. You know what I mean? Shout me and think. Rest in peace, Fight Dog.
R.I.P. the Fight Dog. That's right, man. That's our block. That's Linden right there. That's Linden.
Yeah.
That's Linden
Whitey,
royalty.
shout out to Whitey,
Regardless of
Doug
what.
Dog, Woo, Derek. You know what I mean?
That's Linden. Regardless of
Um,
what. Them dudes was up
yeah.
there. They bring
Steve,
money back. They bring all that stuff
yo,
back to the hood. They
when
made
Steve,
sure,
I think, yeah, they kept it. Them dudes kept it 100.
they kept it real 100 with the hood, bro. They bring all that stuff back to the hood, regardless. You know what I'm saying? They rep the hood, bro.
I recorded a
Tribe
lot
Called
of
Quest
dudes.
rep the hood, bro. They rep Linden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do. I don't take nothing from them. It's just that the money, and didn't they had a jet? One of them had a jet. I remember they pulled up
And
on
they used
some
to
boat.
be in the hood.
I
Consequence
used
used
to
to
be
go
in
to
the hood,
clubs with us.
but
Fife
I
used to
didn't.
go to clubs with us. They be on Linden,
Mm,
Nah Jibs walking up and down the hood. They used to be in the hood, bro.
yeah, yeah. I used to see them all the time. They used to shout me and all that. They was in the hood. Bro.
They was good in the
Tiffany,
hood, bro. They was good. Salute to Consequence.
Tiffany.
Salute to them. They was bros, bro. They was good in the hood, bro.
Nah, consequences I with me, but I don't remember him being with them or nothing. When that happened, I was locked up. I remember.
Consequence, yo, listen. Consequence, we used to use, when you went to jail, bro, when you got locked up, we used to, we wasn't lit like that yet. We used to use Consequence to get us in all the VIP shit and the tunnel and all that shit. We go get Consequence. Like, yo, where Consequence at? Consequence is already a lit dude. He had that song with Faith Evans and Q-Tip, that stressed out song,
Stressed
you
out.
heard?
That's what made
Yo,
me. I said, yo,
listen,
I said, when I
they
looked, I said,
knew
yo,
him in
what?
the industry. Listen, he wasn't big on money. His money wasn't up yet. He wasn't really like he is now. But Consequence in the industry, they knew him. If we pull up anywhere, we
Yeah,
was hood, we was gangsters. So we will go get Consequence or Clue or Fife, and we be like, yo, we got to go with them. We going VIP. We not going on no regular lines. Where
yeah,
Cons at? Where these at? You know what I'm saying? We go look for them, and we'll mob out with them. You mob out with Q-Tip and Fife and them. Mob out with with But you got locked up by that time. You know what I'm saying? You was in jail at that time. You know what I mean? But yeah, they was holding it down for the hood, man. Salute to all of them brothers, you heard?
hold on, before you think. Hey, yo, vibes. Yo, Alimo. Vibes is the bro, boy. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Salute
Vibes
to
is the
Vibe.
bro.
What's going on? What happened?
Nah, I just reading a little thing. I'll be observing. Anyway, let me don't get caught up in that chat shit. Um, yeah, so I recruited a lot of people I met that was trying to do things too, but I just took people that had potential and wasn't scared, man, because it was like a lot of dudes in the hood be captured by, they talk about respect. They don't be respect. You be scared of dudes. You know what I mean? Dudes ain't give you nothing. They dog you out, all that. And you just
Bathroom, because I gotta use the bathroom, bro. But let me ask you, you can think about it. How many people you think you booked? Yo, talk to the peoples. How many people you think you booked? How many people you think you booked, bro?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this much. 91 and 92, I booked everybody in the hood. I booked everybody that wasn't my friend or affiliated with my friends or everybody. They know that. I remember taking a ninja from 109 and stuff and God Brewer. I took a dude chain, everything, took his bike and everything. And it was so crazy because I knew so many people. Somebody would be like, I'll pull up to a girl house and she'd be like, "That's my cousin, my." And I'd be like, "Yo, I ain't even go home yet. I just use it to get over here to see you. You know, I got the dude jewels in the bag in my pocket or something." It's just like, yeah, it was crazy. It used to be like, I don't know, man. I do to everybody. Whoever was getting it that wasn't affiliated with me, I lose them. I lose everybody. Man, I ain't gonna say that. I lose everybody. You know what I mean? I caught a few people a couple of times too. And not only that, right? You see these dudes that be talking about they was getting it? Um, they was getting it because I knew some of these dudes and it was like 20, 30 racks is nothing to get from them. You can pull up any time and that's in the stash house, plus work, plus a few hammers and things, right? It was like that. So I don't know, but I was just young and stupid too. I wasn't out there trying to build no career or nothing or build no enterprise. I was just taking just moving reckless. It felt like the Wild West in a way too. It felt crazy out there, man. But everybody that you met that was on that, it was excitement. It's like, yo, you be doing that too? Yeah, shit, I'm gonna show you these dudes over here, and you just go get it. And once you do that though, you put yourself in a different light. Like I already told myself that whatever it's gonna be death or it's gonna be the ceiling. I'm gonna hit the top. I'm not gonna. I never thought I'd go to jail and change my life and all that. I mean, now you know what it was. Um, you know I never. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I can't put a number, but I'm gonna put an approximate number. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to book somebody every day in 90 and 92 because that's what it was. I was to get up. I started hustling again because I had weight. I have, you know
You
what I mean?
got weight for you got weight from
Yeah,
booking dudes.
right. So you like, man, I got charm, man. That's what made me go. Yo, listen, Lou, Gangster Lou. I can't even
Yo,
call him
Jock
no
is in the
more.
building. Rise up, Jock. Salute.
Rise up, King. Salute. Let me show you something. Lou would tell you, right? Lou would tell you that. Lou would tell you that I used to come on the block and be like, whatever y'all got, keep that. Take this here and give me half, like, because you know you got a good time, something happened, and you just yeah, that's used to happen. I used to do a jokes, and I'd be sitting on something, and them niggas got the block. I would tell them whatever you got, you know, that work that we got that's broke up or whatever, just do what you're doing, and don't worry about that. But this here is the fast shit. Give me half of this and bag that up and da da da. And it just is different, man. So
But this is what
I'm,
I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You gotta give me a number, bro. I'll need before we end this live, bro. We gotta get a number. You gotta get 150, 200. How many people you think you booked throughout that time? Because it was a short. What year you came home in 1990, right? You came home
I
1990,
probably booked. I probably booked about no lie. I probably booked
and you
over.
hold on. You came home in 1990, right? And when you got locked back up, 1993 or
Nah,
1994?
nah. I got locked up. I came home in 1990. I was out there. I mean, I got locked up, but I bailed out. I ain't do no. I ain't sit up. I did one violation when me and Sean robbed Jamaica Avenue. I got bagged on Jamaica Avenue, robbing them Spanish dudes from Hillshire, some Dominican dudes, and caught us with the
No,
coke and everything.
let's get the timeline correct because I want to make this. I want to make sure this is clear. You got locked up. You came home in 1990, right?
December 18th.
December 18th, the end of 1990, right?
Right. So when Bo and them, I was out there the whole time.
All right, hold
So
on, hold on, hold on. And you got locked back up in 1993, or it was in 1994? Because I was with you in Albany. I was living with you. I think I left you before you got locked up. But I was living
yeah.
with you in Albany in 1993.
Right.
So when did you get locked up in 1993?
Nah, I got locked up January 4th, 1994.
That's like a week before I got shot. But
I remember
all
all of
right, so
that.
you got locked up. You got locked up January 1994. So 3 years. In them 3 years, from 1991 to the end of 91 to 1994, how many people do you think you robbed in that period?
Hey man, all you gotta do is ask dudes, and they're gonna tell you a bunch of stories, and you can add those up. You can add those up. Nah, more than that. I used to book dudes every day sometime. Every day sometime. Yeah. I remember you on left, bro. Cause you know what happened? You 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 got on, yeah, because you got on because what we should do, we should do juxes every week. We should just yeah, every day, but I would do every day, but I mean like you had like you had certain people that when the week come, we gonna be like the week what y'all doing? Friday night, we gonna do a jokes. They used to call me to do juxes because they know they're gonna get some money, some jewelry, all type of stuff. And even Juan told me that one day. Juan called me out of nowhere and was like, "Yo, baby, man, ain't nobody like you, boy. I remember the time we out there talking about we ain't really got no paper, we ain't going nowhere. And you pull up and be like, I'll be right back and go do a jokes and just come and get them the couple racks or whatever. Yo, come on, let's go party." But I used to do that with them like that because I wasn't with them all the time. But he remembered that time I did that and he brought that up. But it was fun. It was like you're gonna get paid and it was easy money, big man. And you ain't gotta shoot nobody. Come on, man, you crazy?
Hey, yo, these dudes is wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was crazy, bro. Coming up under them, y'all know why Mikey D was crazy. This is who I came up under, you heard?
Yo,
I
it was.
lived with these dudes. This is who I came up. I was 17. I
Look
was
at these
like
dudes.
16 under
Hold
these
on, oh, dude.
dudes.
Let me answer some of these. I'm listening to so many across you, Mikey. 350 people him rob. Somebody said with E Moneybags and Big No
That's
Choice
Bad
bags.
Bob. Bad Bob
Bags,
said 350 people.
oh, bag E Moneybags is that's the people's family, man. He definitely was affiliated with YGs, but
Hey, yo,
I would say
listen.
hold on, listen. The
I
Big
was
No Troy,
raised by mad
I
men.
don't
These
even
is
know.
mad
Hold on.
men, you heard?
Big No Troy, I never was around, never encountered him, but I know that he knew my man, and that's how he met the peoples. But he wasn't no YG.
Hey, yo, this is wild right here. I'm telling you, I went out with them one night. 20 people got booked. Dice games,
Who he said game
spots,
with food too? What the hell? This is Jock. I
at
know.
least 20.
That's why I'm answering you, King. Jock salute. That's why I answered that. Bruce and Roddick used to speak about Teflon. Who is Bruce?
Roderick. Roderick is from Farmers, 109. I know Rich Roderick he talking about. Roderick is light skinned with red hair. Roderick is from 109. I think he's related to Joe and them, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yo,
think
Fox
he.
is my son. I listen.
How you
I
meet
met
Fox?
because one time I used to, I was loosing dudes. So one time before bus came home, I had loosed around Merrick. I was loosing dudes. Dudes getting it up. Me and Lil E rolled by one day. Dudes is getting it. They got the crazy diamond thing and all that. They doing it. They got a little setup. They got their team. So anyway, I told E, let me out. I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna loose these dudes and meet me on the corner. So I go and try to loose these dudes. There's about 20 of them. I tell them don't move. They thought I was playing, so I ended up clapping them up. Nobody died. So I ran out of bullets. So E's supposed to be in the corner. When I get to the corner, E ain't there. So I'm like, oh man, he's wilding. So I'm on Merrick and I walk to the next block, which is Fox in them block. I don't know them, but I was watching them too. I said, these dudes are slick. They don't wear no jewelry like that. They always got the champion shit on. They got legends and Lexus. They moving quiet, right? But they getting it. They out there grinding. So when I turn that corner in that gap, because I want to get off the boulevard because I just finished wetting the thing up. So when I start walking down the block, I can hear them whispering, yo, that might be him. Yo, who's that? Where he came from? And he was the one shooting. I ain't got no bullets, but I'm saying if they ride down on me, I had this big crazy joint that I had loose from somebody, so it looked crazy. So I got to the corner and went and hit in some bushes, and he finally popped up, and I got out of there. So when Bus came home and me and Bus linked up,
Yo, salute the
um,
bus. Salute the
right.
bus, man.
I took Bus and then introduced Bus to all the shooters. So if you was out there in 91, 92, and 93, you had to be messing with me. If not, you was just some on the off or whatever. I don't care who you can mention it. Bus came home, met Bus. Bus like, you hearing about me all up north, I'm loose and everything. I said, Bus, I got all the shooters fuck with me, everybody. So I took Bus and introduced him to everybody. Bus already knew your family, but I introduced him to everybody that rolling with me, told him what's what. And he took me now and showed me that some of the people that I was robbing, they got real money. And I'm out there shaking their workers down for pennies. And I was like, oh shit. So all right. But I didn't really care about the paper, but he was on that. Bus was focused about that paper. So that's what got me back in the money when Bus came home. Because I was just worrying about getting the dudes that shot me and all that. And I ain't even studying the money. I had a couple of blocks. I ain't even caring about that. So he ended up me and him ended up rolling and you asked me who I just met? Oh, Fox. So we ended up rolling, and he told me as soon as he started like moving with me, he said, "Listen, your name is out there. You clapped up some dudes that's getting money. They all right with me, but boom, boom." I was like, "Yeah, they got the rundown on you." They said, but they was exaggerating. They said I stole a police car, all type of crazy stuff. I was like, "You dudes crazy." So he's like, "Yeah, but they know who you are." I said, "All right." So we was going somewhere one day, and I guess he must have spoken to you. My man want to go out with us. I'm like, who's that now? So he brought him. Plus, I pulled up in a legend. He had a gold legend at the time. And he's like, my man from the next block over there. I said, oh, yeah? You want to know me? He's like, yes, he's getting it. And, he laughing. So anyway, he introduced me to him. I was like, yeah, what up, what up? So I gave him a vest. I said, you got to wear this. You with us. So we go to the club. We go to Joe's spot that night. And Fox got on the vest and power. And we both was fucking with Mika on the prizes. So Mika came through and I like, yo, what up? She went on and then he was like, yo, you messing with my man? Come here, give me and my man a kiss, that type of, give me and my man a hug and all that. But me and ended up being cool. And he didn't really hang out with me because he was on his block doing him. Plus I was hot, but I think we took him another time to the club with us. But he ended up hanging with the peoples, Lil E, this one. Fox get money, Fox make moves. He a politician though, but he make moves, rest in power. And he that's how I met him, man. That was it. He started really doing a lot of stuff when I got locked up. And then he was running with the peoples too, so he had them in wing to back him. He clapped a few dudes. He proved himself, man. He was all right, man. And I heard niggas somebody told, I got his paperwork. I might have it all right here with me. I got his paperwork. He didn't tell nobody.
I mean, I ain't gonna go in on Fox. I heard some things. Dudes told me I spoke to his co-defendants before. Was Allende is one of his co-defendants?
Yeah, I know Allende. I know
Allende was in 5 Point with me.
Allende, first of all,
Things, but he ain't show. He said some things, but he ain't never showed me no paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be running. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. He showed me some
for the
paperwork
record, for the
things.
record, he used to work for Fox. Fox is blowing his mom back out. Listen, let's keep it 100, man. 'Cause I don't know what these dudes is on the internet. Because if you grew up with somebody in your age group, so what? You don't make them a martyr, or you don't. That's what I saw dudes doing to about Ayande. Ayande told on Fox, man. I saw that. I got the papers in here somewhere. I don't get
Wait a minute.
Fox statement
Allende
too.
told on Fox.
They told all them niggas told, man.
I was
I
in.
saw the
I was in
papers.
5 Point with. Listen, hold on. You seen the
I got.
paperwork, bro?
I have it. Talk about
All
seeing
right.
it. I got it.
All
I'm
right.
looking
Check it
for
out.
it.
So you got the paperwork.
I'm looking for it right
Allende,
now.
I was in 5 Point with Allende, in 2001, I think. And he told me that Fox told on him. And you
First
telling
of
me that's
all, right?
cat. You telling me you have the paperwork on Ayande telling on
Nah, stop
Fox.
saying it like that. Stop saying it like that. I ain't telling you I got the paperwork on Yanni. I'm telling you I got the paperwork on the whole case. I got all this stuff. But what happened was I was focused
So
on
no,
Fox
no, what I'm
statement.
asking you is this. So who told?
Everything dude, Fox didn't tell.
Fox didn't tell.
I got his statement right. I got his statement. I'm gonna bring out his statement. I sent his
So
statement
Fox,
first.
hold on.
I sent his
Fox
statement
made a
first.
statement?
It's kind of late. I'm sorry.
No, I'm at no, listen, you can show me the paperwork, you can send me the paperwork, I'll post it. I don't care. This is your story, bro. I'm asking you who told.
Here what happened. I wasn't out there for Fox in them case. When Fox got locked up, I heard about it. When I bumped into him on Instagram, well, I'm looking at this post. When I bumped into him at ATM, he gave me the paperwork. So I took the paperwork and I read it. I got his statement. I took a copy of it. I got a statement of, here go Fox statement right here, Jamal Green. I know Ayande, but I know the other dude, but I got his statement too. And I saw it in the statement. Dude said Fox said kill everybody or whatever. Here go Fox statement right here. You see they got the police thing there. His name Jamal Green, right? And he drew some cards. They beat his face in for that. What he put was this: whatever I'm supposed to be locked up. He ain't writing too good. That's how he write too. In which I haven't known what.
Yo, listen, hear me out though, bro. While you're reading that, you gotta send that. I see it. Go ahead, put it up there. Put it up there. Because I don't want nobody to say we saying stuff and we don't got the proof, you heard?
He gave his lawyer number and everything. I sent this to Smurf the other day because I said I don't know where you get your information, but
Who was that statement? Who wrote that statement?
this is Fox. He said he don't know what they talk about. If you want to talk to me, my lawyer number is blah blah blah. He put his lawyer number there. He put his lawyer name and number and said, I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you very much. And he drew some cards.
That's what Fox did.
Yeah, that's a statement right there.
So
Number-
Fox did that case.
This is the Detective Sullivan. Detective Sullivan.
All right. So Fox, so you saying what you showing is that Fox did not tell in that case.
Not that I know of. That's his statement. That's his actual statement.
All right, Maserati Fox, Teflon is showing the paperwork right there. You can see it, screenshot or whatever. Maserati Fox did not tell in that case. Right? Maserati Fox did not paperwork right there. You saying his co-defendants told on him?
I ain't saying now. I know I got their paper somewhere, but I wasn't worried about them.
All right.
I wasn't
All right,
worried
it's all
about them
good.
because I'm
This
gonna
your
be honest.
story, bro. Whatever you bringing, this your story, bro. It is what it is, you
I
heard?
don't, I don't, I don't want. They're not relevant to me because
I can't see it, bro. You gotta back up. You gotta back it up a little bit.
they wasn't relevant to me.
We can't see it. You gotta back it up.
Like a what?
You gotta put it up, backed up. That was too close. All right, all right. I see you. I see you.
Yo, it's crazy.
I see you, bro. I see you. I see you.
I was just looking at. Somebody was telling them that Marley brought me to Albany, small craft Marley bike. He's going crazy out there. The talk. Yo, this is the Bing. This is one. This is one South.
Back, back it up. Always back it up. Don't put it too close, bro.
I got bad vibes in here. I got certain people in here. Yeah, but what I was telling you, right? I don't know why people. Like for instance, when Los told people, and I got the word and I sent it to the hood. Um, his little brother was running around talking about don't believe Tap. You bugging. You facing all that time. That's what they were saying. He on my Instagram right now. He probably watching this too. You said that. Remember you said that to people? I know all of that. Turn around and being no good either, man. People is like weird, right? Um, that was the big thing in the hood for a minute. Like everybody was in denial about who was talking and who wasn't and all that. And it was sad because when you sitting down, remember Tiba, all these dudes in the hood, they got cases, and to meet them in the court pans and they stressed out and they showing you the papers and you're like, wow. And I saw that though. I saw people not caring. Girls sleep with them. Chicks don't care if you're a rat or not. They messing with you. Um, I saw that. It was a different dynamic, man. Um, People be calling people stuff, but I got people right now that told on me all of my paperwork. I can show you them. I can show you people that told other people in my case that they even had any, they didn't get charged, but they try to throw it on somebody else. Understand? That you
Right,
that
right, right.
that you know a bunch of people. I'm not into really doing that because when I sent my paperwork to the streets, nobody responded. I remember Joe came on a visit and Joe shed a tear. Joe was like,
Which Joe? Let the people know which Joe you talking about.
Joe the boss, man.
Joe the boss. Which Joe is you talking about? They don't
Joe,
know. They don't know.
Joe from Farmers, man. Joe from Farmers, man. Benny brother, man.
Joe,
Joe.
you talking about Death Anthony's brother, Bimmy's brother Joe, right?
Yeah,
From the
but what?
Supreme Team.
Yeah, nah. Joe ain't from no Supreme
Salute to
Team.
Joe. Salute to Joe.
Salute. Joe's a real one since I was a little boy. You
Salute
watch
to
me
Joe
grow
the
up.
boss. Joe is a real one. Salute to Joe the boss. Salute to Joe.
Real. Y'all don't hear talk about he got clapped. Well, I wish I was home, man. But yeah, Joe's a real one, man. Joe's my bro, man. He watched me grow up. He know me from young. You know what I mean? He watched me grow up. He get money too. Joe the first dude I saw with alligators, yeah? I ain't talking about no shoes either.
But Joe,
I ain't talking
when
about
we
no
had
shoes.
Chili's, when me and you used to go to Joe's club on 109 in the Rock, Joe used to be there. Joe was outside in the street with us.
Yeah, Joe was a good. You remember every time I
Joe
used to
was
see that
there. Joe
Joe?
was outside. Joe was outside in the street with us, you heard? Salute to
Yeah.
Joe. Joe the boss, Bimmy's brother, Bimmy Deb Anthony's brother, Waka Flock and them uncles. Salute to Joe, you heard? Joe used to be out there with us on
Not,
109 Informants in that
not, nah.
club, you heard?
Listen to me, right? Not to take nothing from nobody, right?
Talk about talk about the club scene in Queens. Please talk about that Joe's Club. Talk about all that, bro.
Joe, my man, and I don't know Joe as Jimmy brother. Well, I know him as Joe, but I don't know him through them. I know Joe 'cause I
I didn't
grew up in
know
that
Jimmy.
world.
I didn't know Joe was Bimmy's brother at that time neither. You heard? I just
I
knew
don't know.
Joe for being
I don't
Joe. You
say
heard?
that. I don't say that anyway because that is irrelevant to me how I know him, right? Especially in these days and times. Joe is Joe. So and Lil East who named Joe the boss, right?
You said who
Um,
named him?
Lil East like Joe the boss all the time. When I came home, like me now seeing his name up and seeing Joe the boss, I said, yo, you understand? I remember he brought AZ and all them used to come in on his club. Gangsta Lou and all. I remember one time they had some song and it was like, Dom, Dom, nah. And Baby Wise was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We want the homies to live. You know, we all started busting out laughing. You know. But yeah, um, Joe used to host a lot of people, man. A lot of people used to come and support him. And
Nah, Joe was official, bro. That spot was official, you heard?
yeah, I met Prince Joe.
All the gangsters you be in Joe's club, you heard? Everybody from South Side, all everybody. South Side used to be in there. Dude used to be in his club, you heard?
You ain't lying. His joint used to be popping. He was the first dude I knew in the hood that had a club probably. I mean that I knew that it's our age bracket, around that. Yo, he really had it popping. That's my man. I used to come, I used to go hang out with him when I used to leave y'all, when I used to go down. I used to cop, I used to put the girls back on the bus and all that, to go back up. And I used to chill with Joe. We was driving around and all that. When we had I remember last whip he had that I was in with him. He had a um, he had a green he had a green BMW with the drop top with the piping, the leather seats with the piping, the
Yo, they
green
used to be
piping.
driving that shit to Jackson. They used to drive that shit to Jackson. I thought they had that shit. That green BMW with the drop top. I thought that was his cousins. I thought that was their car, you heard?
So they used to drive it. Yeah, man,
They used to drive it, you heard?
he's the first dude I seen really going in on the cars like that. I remember he had the bike with the reversible mirrors, the side mirrors turned into TVs. He had TVs in the mirrors of the bike on the bike. You could turn it
Yo,
around.
facts. Joe was that guy. Joe was that guy in the hood, you heard?
He had alligators in the game room. The police came in and took
That
him out.
BM, though, that green BM, I used to see it up there. Thank you, baby. That green BM, bro. Joe was that guy, you heard?
That
Salute to
was my
Joe,
dude.
man.
Salute. Joe the boss. He used to
Joe the
always try to
boss,
talk
man.
to me.
Joe the boss, you heard?
He used to always try to talk to me. I remember one time, because he used to always get in problems in his club. And he would ride down on Murdoch. Wherever we get out, like, it's morning already. So whenever he pull up, we think it's over. We laugh and we drink. And he pull up and like, yo, I had joints in my club. Don't come back to my joint like that. Yo, he used to go in, but that was like big bro, man. And the stuff we couldn't avoid anyway. Dudes used to see me in there act up. One day, remember the dude tried to sabotage me in there, ambush me? They came in looking for me, saw me, and started backpedaling out. That time, I'm like 100 deep around there. Like, really serious?
Right,
So
right.
I went to, yeah, you know what I mean? That's how it was. A lot of beefs too a lot of times you be having beef that you don't even know you got. Like people just talk your name and put you in stuff, and people will be looking for you, hunting for you, and you don't even know them, and you might even have them do what they
Let
think.
me ask you this, Chef.
Remember a lot of them.
What's the biggest joke you caught? What's the most you caught?
To be honest, I think it was crossed down on something.
Or something?
One of them dope houses, niggas coming out to give it to one of the dudes that I seen on the internet too. So I think he dead. This one is dead now though, but I heard him talk about they selling the most coke in the hood or whatever. But I caught the work coming out. I got the drop. I already knew what was what. He was coming out the house to go to the corner store to give the boss all the money. So it might have been about 40, 50. I'm talking about one time, like cash. That was 92, going into 93. And when I caught him, oh, when he came out and he saw, like, we rolled by, I said, Lucy, that's him. I said, all right. So I got out. And I think I was just walking to go to the store, but I don't know, he just started taking off. When he got to the corner store where the boss was
You
at,
ran? He took off?
yeah, he threw everything in the air. He like, cause he
What
had,
y'all, yo, what's up? So what y'all backed out on him? Why you just ran like
I
that?
didn't do nothing. I told him, let me out. I want to get close to the money. I want to get close to the money. I don't even want to watch you and let you go up and then you go in the building. I'm running down on you. I got my thing and all that. So I get out and walking behind him. Cool, like I ain't paying him no mind, but he just felt it. He just took off. So I tripped his feet. Cause he tried to make it to the store, I guess. But I took his feet right in front of the store and he fell. Boom. But he was pulling out the money. That's what he was doing. All the money, like he had brown paper bags and stuff. And he pulled
Oh,
two
yeah,
big
brown
ones
paper
out.
bags?
Yeah, he said like this. Boom. And money started falling. So the dude in the store was the boss that he was bringing it to. So I was standing, I had to check. I was looking at the door. I said, yo, come outside and bring that. He had a little piece. He had a little 8 or something. I said, bring that. Come outside. So Dude was on the ground. I said, stay on the ground. And we just was picking up the money. And it was that light snow. You know when it snowed, it'd be warm out? Oh, it was nice. So we was just picking up the money in the snow. That was a
How
section of
y'all
one of
know?
them.
Let me ask you this. How y'all know to go book him at that time? Did y'all get inside information? How y'all know to go book him at that time that he's gonna have all that money?
I used to be cool with mad people, especially women. And people used to be telling them stuff. You should be telling, let me tell you the truth, right? I lose a lot of people that cross their people or cross girls or this sucker stuff because they'll come and say, yo, you know that he be treating my girlfriend wrong and blah blah blah, and he's scared of you. They was talking about you the other day. I be getting all that information and I just utilize it. First thing I ask him, he got money in there, you got a safe, and then I go from there. But they used to be lying, girls lying you up. Dudes are stupid. Dudes show girls, take girls to their house, show them stuff, and they treat girls bad too, and let them see everything and treat them bad. That's stupid. You know what I mean?
So
That's
girls, so girls will give you the inside scoop on these dudes
yeah.
or dudes.
Girls, maybe. Dudes used to do it too,
So
but
so when
girls.
that jokes, so when that jokes, how much did you actually catch? How much?
Out of that same jokes, that
You
was
said
like
he threw the
40
money
racks.
up, right? He threw the money up, right? What happened? He threw the
That was
money up, and
about
what happened?
that was about 40 racks. And I'm gonna show you something else,
You
right?
said 40. You said 40 racks.
I'm gonna show you what happened, right? When we got to the crib, there's only two of us. I ain't gonna say Lil E was with me. And when we got to the crib, as soon as I get in the crib, I used to always do this. I used to go and give my wifey a handful of money. Like when we coming through the door, I used to give her like a handful of money. She's taking a spin around. She might put it in her shirt and go in her room or go where she's going, right? So I'm gonna go to the main spot where I'm going with my man, and we're gonna put everything on the bed, and we start counting the money, just talking and counting the money. I don't know if anybody stashed or whatever, because that's what be happening a lot of times. But it was 40 racks. You know what I mean?
40 racks.
Yeah,
That was nice.
but that wasn't a lot of money for them because they were selling dope.
In 1990, what year was that? 1992 or 1993?
That was 93 January. That was the month
That's a
before I
lot
got
of
shot in
money
the
for
leg.
1993. 40 racks in 1993 is a lot of money, you heard?
Yeah, but it's all right. It's good money. I mean, you ain't got to be running out.
See, I can't hear you, bro.
I said in 19, it was a lot of money, but hold on, I'm looking out here to blow. Yo, listen to me, right?
Yep.
I can't breathe. 1990, and that era now, that was a lot of money to lose to like get on the jokes, but not it depending on the stakes. We was just on some block robbing shit, some spot robbing shit. Um, so you get what you would get. A lot of times you got that you got less than that money, but you got work. You got weight. You take the weight to the man that be bubbling the weight and just pass it off, and he gonna pay you straight up for that, and that's like money. But yeah, 40 racks was the average, or less was the actual. I wouldn't really do nothing for no less than 20, or less it just happened. Not no our plans. When somebody used to tell me about jokes, they'd be like, "Yo, it's 100 in there." So you go in there, it's nowhere near 100, but you was looking for that. You like, who? It's 100 racks. Mm-hmm.
Yo,
You
Pyrex
ready?
City, salute.
You ready to shoot the dog?
CT, Connecticut in the building. You already know. Yo, so all right, Tef. All right, so let's go. All right, you on a run. You go on a run. You get caught up. You catch a case. You get caught up. You want to run. You jukes the whole Queens. You jukes the whole Queens. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we leave the juxes, so I know some of these dudes that's legendary right now. Some of these big dudes you jukes. Let me get some names, bro. Let me get somebody. You got to give us somebody big that you jukes, bro. I know who you jukes. I know, bro. But this your story. Give us some big names that you jukes, bro. They asked it for in the comments. I see dudes in the chat. Give us some big names, bro. Give me something.
If you read that book, right? The book got every. I didn't cut no corners. I may have changed dudes' names to or abbreviated or gave them like a nickname that I was calling them anyway. But the book got everything. But man, you know why it's sad? You know what's funny? Because if I say,
So you saving it for the book? You saving it for the book, Tef? Did you telling us?
if I say it right now, it's gonna go viral. If I say any of the
You
names,
saving it for the book? All right, let me ask you this.
it's in the
Did
book.
you book any big rappers that's big?
Yeah,
You saying yeah. You booked big rappers that was big.
everybody they wasn't big when I booked them. They wasn't nobody.
They wasn't big when you booked them, but they got big.
Yeah, they got big. They filthy.
And that's gonna be in your book, The Gun, a Urban Legend.
Urban
Bro, you
biography.
better name names in your book. I'm gonna buy that book because I wanna
Nah,
see.
it's in
I
there.
know a
All of them is in
couple.
there. All of them is in there. Let me tell you something, right? You know what's crazy? That
Yo,
book was
P.I.
written.
P.I. in the chat. He like, what you holding back for? Give it up.
What PI? Predacon icon?
P.I. in the chat. Yeah, P.I. He like, yo, what you holding back for? Give
That's
it
my
up.
man. Yo,
Yo,
I
name,
lose a
salute.
couple of them.
Salute, man. Yo,
I
give
remember
us
one.
one. You gotta give up somebody. You gotta give up one. Yo, listen. Thanks, baby. Yo, listen, you gotta give us somebody, something, something. You gotta give us a morsel. You gotta give us a tidbit. Somebody been mentioned something. You gotta give us something. Yo, tough is crazy. Yo, these are the dudes that I came up under, that I was raised under.
Hey
Y'all
yo,
wonder why Mikey B was crazy like I was? This is who I came up under. You're
my man, somebody imposing. Yo, look at Ski. Ski, salute, Ski.
yo, Ski, what up? Yo, I love my brother Ski, man. That's another dude I can. Aaron Thomas, Ski, that's my big bro
Yo,
too. That's my big bro
I
right
saw
there,
Ski.
Aaron Thomas. Yo,
I saw
salute to
Ski when he
Ski, you
first
heard?
came. I saw him when he
Ski's out
first
here
came
doing
home, right?
great things. Ski was
I,
an
I,
animal though. He good now. He doing good now. But
I
Ski
saw
was
him.
an animal. He out
I
here,
saw.
he going for the hood. He talking good for the hood. But Ski was an animal, you heard? Ski is my big bro, you heard?
Yo, that's
Aaron
my.
Thomas. Ski,
I
that's
remember.
my big bro. That's one of my big brothers, you heard? That's one of my OGs.
I remember seeing. I remember seeing him when I came home. I mean, when he came home, I saw him as soon as he came home. That's the last time I saw him. But that was right before I
Yo,
got
salute
back.
to Ski.
Seeing Ski, I was like, oh, that's my
Bro, you heard?
brother. Ski, I
I just gave him a wrench. Aaron Thomas. That's one of my big brothers. All these dudes is maniacs. They out here doing good things. They changed their life. But these dudes that
yo,
came up
Jack,
under was
Jack
all
when I said
maniacs, you heard?
Jack when they say it, Jack said say it. But there's so many dudes. But to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna put it this way, right?
Yeah, all these dudes I came up under was maniacs. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna show
I'm
you
telling
something.
you out. Why you think
None,
Mikey B was so crazy?
none of
Ski,
these
Tef,
rappers,
Crip, all these
none,
dudes was maniacs. They was crazy
none,
as hell. You're
none of these rappers, right? That's trying to define the '90s and the people that's like acting like they verifying they think they lying, man. They lying. I was out there. I got pictures. I got receipts, man. It's not even that important to prove nothing because, like, yeah, how dudes on here, I be looking at dudes. I said, if I say I robbed this dude, that's gonna be all over the internet tomorrow. People go, the other clowns that you got some dudes that, um, I saw them talk about dudes the other day. I said, damn, who is this? He did a 2 to 4 something. And dudes on the internet all crazy, yo, this and all that. I said, yo, man, I don't know. Y'all different than me. If I really get into this, the feds gonna come lock me up. Cause I'll send somebody to bust your head open, man. You talk all crazy on the internet, talking crazy. You know what I mean? I would love to do it. Catch you in your room. Hey, what's happening? And got you on live. You see your man here? Talk that stuff. No, tell him the stuff you were just telling him just now. Huh? See him in there hubba bubbling. Nah, but
Yo,
what
I'm glad
happened?
my big bros changed their life. But these dudes was mainly Teflon, Lele. Who y'all hear about? Yo, listen, they in the 90's, all bug outs, all crazy. This is who I came out the house under, you I was like 16, 17.
Yo.
I came out the house under all of them, you
Mhm. Hey yo, the to be honest with you, right? Um, there's a lot of people that wasn't really in the street that's in the industry, or was partially in the street, was in the industry. Um, you know it's funny? Before any of this stuff on the internet came out, I've been wrote my book was finished before I left jail. It was finished. It's just that what happened is that when I came home, everybody was contacting me for years now. I had to make sure I put them in there because I put people in the book with put down like put the least I could put about them to try not to focus on other people's lives and stuff. Those were just my friends. We was
I
involved.
understand,
But
I understand that. I
right.
understand that. That's facts.
but, but what happened is when they came home, because everybody came home recent. And a lot of dudes hit me up, yo, I know you got a joint. I hope you ain't put it out yet, son. I'm in there, right? And I'm like, what you it's like, yo, but not in a respectful way because I'm telling the history. I'm gonna show you what inspired me to write. Not none of these dudes with their books or nothing because a lot of dudes wrote savers. I wrote an autobiography because I wanted to get the facts straight first and I ain't had nothing to be scared about. You know what I mean? I know how to write. I know how to tell a story. I know how to depict it, what happened properly. And I had read Man Child in the Promised Land. And I'm gonna tell you this much. I was
Fire.
like, I
Me and
said, yo,
Sean
I'm
the
gonna write
Promised Land is fire.
I said, yo, I'm gonna write a story for my generation, from my perspective, just like you did. I'm gonna write a story from my generation, from my perspective, just like you did. That's what started it. And Crip used to always be pressing me. So you write all the rhymes, or you nice, write the story. Crip writing fiction. And I said, I ain't writing no fiction and stuff. For what? Our life is a movie, man. I book man rappers, all type of people before they was even before that was even fashionable. Dudes wasn't even rappers now was like the new gangsters. They wasn't no gangsters when I was out there. Like them niggas wasn't like that. That's why I never wanted to be a rapper. I'm getting money. I'm sure people you ride around jetters and man, that was a different vibe. You know what I mean? People be on the internet and these platforms telling stories about history and they be freestyling.
Facts.
They be freestyling
Facts.
and nobody say nothing, and then they get to the point where everybody want to put it on one nigga back. Yo, you told us to use it. Nah, man. So they just gonna I'm just gonna. They might fly me tomorrow. My YouTube might be cut off. These people is just, it's like you can't say nothing about gay people no more because um, it's not politically correct. But now you got people in that position actually making people life miserable on purpose just because they're different.
Yo,
Yeah.
man, you right. You gotta give us one name. Somebody legendary. We heard about on rap songs. I mean, you gotta give us somebody, bro. You gotta give us
I know,
somebody, bro.
I know somebody right now. I know somebody right now
You gotta
probably
give up
watching
some.
this.
You gotta give up a name. You gotta give up one name, bro. At least one. You gotta give us one. This a legendary. Yo,
Nah,
this is a legendary live right here, bro. You gotta give us at least one name. Yo, man, you right. You gotta give up one name, at least one. I don't care who it is.
I
It's
lose
on
a
you.
lot of people. All right, let me
You
give you
gotta
one.
give up one name, at least somebody. Somebody that been talked about in social media. Something. I don't care if they
Man,
active rappers. I don't care. I don't care if they street dudes that dudes talked about already. You got to give us one name of a legendary dude that dudes talked about, bro. You got to give us one. You got to give us one, bro. This
all right,
wasn't on TV.
I'm gonna give you one that's already out there. Everybody know about that. That wasn't really personal though. I just was loose doing the jokes, and he had the dude that had the dice game rocking, and God bless the dead Ice, man. Ice had came and said, "This dude from Rock the I said, "Who?" I never even heard of him, but we went up there and did the jokes, and then I remember about 3 weeks later, I bumped into Black Just, rest in power. I was coming through Merrick and Linden.
R.I.P. to Black Just. This is one of my
Yeah,
big bros too. R.I.P.
and
to Black Just.
Jess pulled me over. Was like, yo, dog, come here, man. I said, what
Fishy.
happened? He said, yo, you robbed my little man. And that bracelet, I took a bracelet, right? I found out the dude is from Rockdale now because I saw the bracelet. I saw the dude on the internet. Somebody sent me his thing, and I saw him on Facebook. But that dude was working for the time or working with had a bracelet that he had on. So when did the dice game, I remember getting that bracelet. I remember taking the bracelet to Benny, and Benny was like, "Yo, dog, I made this." I said, "Benny, don't get involved. They owe me a little money."
You said Bimmy or Lenny? I can't hear you, bro.
Benny the jeweler. That was my jeweler
Oh,
before he
Benny
got
the
big.
Jew.
Benny.
We always messing with Benny before he got big. We always messing with Benny.
Right, right. That's my man. He made my Teflon dawn piece, and he pawned most of them dudes' jewels I used to take because a lot of them used to get their stuff from him. So when I take it back, he'd be like, "Yo," I said, "Listen, just melt that down. I want this piece made right here." You know, I feel like, "Yo, dude owe me money. Don't get involved." But it's a nice piece. I like this. I said, "Don't get involved." But I remember losing a dude. I loosed a bunch of dudes, man. And people come back, yo. I said, "Listen, nothing I lose, I'm giving back. So you can forget that." You could tell them get the scraps up, whatever they're gonna do, but ain't no giving nothing back. I never did that. I don't care who you is. If you that powerful and you call me, tell me to get somebody something back, I'll tell you, yeah, come get it. And blow your face off when you show up. I never did that. I never did. Nobody can never say who you know what it was. It was never nothing like that with
Or
nobody.
you never gave no jewelry back. You never gave no money back. You never gave
None,
nothing back ever.
nothing back ever. All right, I'm no. Let me correct it. Two times. One time, country from God Bull came home.
Yo, salute to country. I like country. I used to go to their
Right.
club on
I ain't
112.
Right. I ain't know him though, so I should ride around. He nice to tell. So I told my boys get that him and them all them workers because they had the diesel and diesel was always money. So when they loosed them and everything, he sent a word. Something he said
Salute
something,
to
but
Gary from the liquor store. Salute to country. I used to go to the club on 112 on God Brewer. Club on 112 on God Brewer.
yo,
Salute to
country
them.
told me like
Gary.
this. Look, country said, listen, you gonna get me a chain. The man and them came here raw people. I just want a chain. Get me a chain. I said, all right, that's easy. And I told what's the name, Los, get it loose a chain and give it to him. Or get one of them joints you got in the crib and give it to him. Then yeah. But I lose so many people, man. I was the one that made Ocean famous.
You said, well, I can't Ocean?
Yeah, I made him famous, man.
How
You
you
talk about
make
God
Ocean
like
famous?
Ocean.
So wait a minute.
Nobody listen.
Didn't 50 talk about Ocean?
Yeah, but all right, let me show you what happened with Ocean. One
Give me the
time I went
story
to
of Ocean. Give
God.
me Ocean story. Where's
Yes.
Ocean from? Give us the whole story because people don't know him,
O-
bro. Oh, I know
Ocean
him.
Ocean from 164 and off of God, but 164 and 107. Ocean was getting money. I didn't know him like that, but I met him because I was around there doing things. And one day they called me. One day I came and they said, Pudgy got locked up. I said, what? So they said, Pudgy got locked up. I said, for what? I went around and I said, my little man got locked up for what that? It was like something happened, dudes or sticker kids, or somebody was around there doing something, and he took Ocean gun, and like to hold the man down or whatever. And he got locked up with it. So I was like, who? They was like, Ocean. I said, who the hell is that? So they like, yo, blah, blah, blah. So I went to him like, yo, you Ocean? I said, go bail my man out because he locked up for your gun. And they said, no problem. And went and bailed him out. So I was like, who's that? You know what I mean? So they said, blah, 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 he getting money, blah, 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 whatever. I said, all right, cool. So I ain't really scheming on him because he bailed for, I don't really like, I ain't no snake like that. But what happened was, I was on the boulevard one day, and I had bumped into this dude. He had a Movado on, but he was moving mad discreet. So, I know everybody around and something. Like, who's this? They said, oh, he worked for the same dudes. I was like, what? So I ended up asking a question. Dude said, man, dude holding. They getting it. That dude right there, he's LA. He handling everything. So one day, Milo, Elo, Jeff from Hollis, um, and we in front of Teeth and them crib. That's when they used to live on 164, Keith and all them there. We kicking it. And this dude come walking through, and I noticed him. So I telling him, I tell Ian, I said, yo, come on, we gonna get him. Meet Ian Mook, it's meet Ian Mook. So I went and took him to his house, went up in his house, and he had real weight in there. He didn't have a lot, but I was surprised. He had like a brick in there, and the rest was in money. Like he already sold off. I said, yo, they doing it. And I went there and cleaned them out. You know, took a leather jacket, a nice leather jacket I wanted, so I took that off. When I took that off the wall, he had butter in the arm. The whole arm was full of butter. I said, wow. So I took, I went to yo. I sold that one that butter to Whitey too. So I ended up finding about him. But when Bus came home, I think a little after that or around the same time, the Bus ended up pulling my coat and like, yo, you know, he started dealing with his school after that. Like, Bus was doing him, and I was doing my vibe. But what happened is that resonated with people. And when we all went to jail and everybody was gone, rest in power, Billy Bang, and Tata ended up juking up for the Rolex or whatever. So that's where that became famous. You come around here, you can get robbed like Ocean or whatever. See, when you say things in
So
certain
that's how
rhymes,
that's how it became is get robbed like ocean from
yeah,
you.
but I was the one who lose them. Them niggas only did
So
that because they
50,
knew he
50
was
put that
dead.
in his song. I think 50 put that in his song, get robbed like ocean. What that was on? The Ghetto Quran?
Yeah,
So Ghetto Quran, get robbed like ocean, that came from you. You
but
were
I
the
don't know if it
first
came.
person that
Yeah, I was
exposed
the first
ocean,
person to meet them
that robbed
around there.
ocean.
Yeah, I was the first person to like mess around that sort of way because nobody around there violated him that sort of way. Big chubby dude with the rotten teeth, he cool man with me though, man. And then I robbed Tonto too. Tonto was working with him too, so it was like a
Tonto?
vibe. Where,
You said
yeah, I took.
Tonto?
Yeah, I got a Gucci watch from him. I liked that Gucci watch. Everybody know what's going on, man. It was like I was a weasel on the chicken farm, man. So it's like
Yo,
I was.
listen. Yo, no, hold on, Teflon. Let me pause. Teflon Dawn is the illest robber from North Side, South Side, Queens in the early to mid 90s. Illest robber. There's nobody, there's nobody better than Teflon Dawn. A lot of us that came out the house, we came out after him, we came out with him. But like he said,
Who
his
talking about
school,
Benny? Somebody talking about Benny. Mikey, I was spending 20K with Benny 10 years before you. Who the hell is
that's 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 Jock.
Oh yeah, he was.
That's
But
Jock.
you know that Jamaica Avenue belonged to Southside for real.
Right, right. That's Jock
They
right
started
there.
us winning. They started us wearing sweatsuit. That's uniform. That thing.
That's Jock. But I'm just telling them, I'm letting them know that all them dudes they got booked by you first. For these dudes to talk about this stuff in rap songs, they got booked by you first. For these dudes to understand that they can get booked.
Yo, you know what? I used to make up reasons to lose dudes. I remember Stevie J and them. I think at the time, my shorty was. I thought, or we thought that was his baby mama, or whatever. But I remember she had my chain on one time, and and she was going to the projects or something, and man seen her on the projects and like touched my chain. Was like, oh, you fucking with him? Like that type of vibe. I robbed that whole corner, man. It
You
was.
said
He
Tef
gave
did
me.
Rob Ocean? Yo, Jock, what you talking about? Tef Rob Ocean. Tef Rob Ocean, he just told you he Rob Ocean. Not
Nah, he
Tata.
telling me that. Nah, listen what I'm telling you. I didn't rob Ocean personally. I robbed his work and all that. But what happened is what Jock said is right. Tata and them came behind me and caught them for that Rolex, and that was famous now. Now that made it like that's why I threw so you could get robbed like Ocean. Let me tell you something. 94, 95, we all got locked up. A lot of people was rapping who wasn't rapping in 93 and all that. They was like moving around doing things. Plus dudes was
Yeah,
in
because
jail
we all
too.
got locked up and went to jail in 9-4. All of us.
Everybody was locked up. So dudes is the new stick up kids. That's why sometimes people say, yo, that dude wasn't doing that when he was out there. I said, yeah, but everybody was in jail and dudes just the streets are never gonna be dormant. There's gonna always be somebody who's gonna take that spot, whether they built or not. That's just how it goes. You got dudes that probably knew me from when I was young, but he ain't been like that. He got blamed if he ran up on me. That's just how it is. People grow up.
Yo, keep
People
going.
change.
Yo, keep talking, Tef. I'm about to take a bath. If you need one, hit that like button, y'all. I'm about to take a bathroom break. Hit the like button, man. This is legendary information. Yo, Jock, you right. I'm wrong on that, Jock.
That's
You
why I be
right.
trying to stop you.
I'm
So you make them
wrong, Jock. You
statements.
right.
You make statements like what happened with these podcast with these things. It's like sometimes it seems like y'all put yourself in positions to be reporting to people, so you clarifying everything for people. But what I don't like is that a lot of these people ain't even never been in the street, and when they get that information and they go on these podcasts and be reviewing it or speaking about it, they speaking from a perspective that don't even make sense. I heard dudes on there don't even know what an affidavit is. They talk about affidavits. How you did all that time and you don't know how to spell affidavits? Affidavit. Man, I ain't even get all this, like, all that type of stuff. I don't understand where these people came from. Like, I even hear dudes talking, period, and they just decide, literate, to be going through all of that and setting up a podcast and having thousands of people listening to you. It's amazing to me that people would what are they listening to? But I guess these dudes is always using people's names and throwing clickbait out there, like things that make you click on their joint and be like, oh, yo, you talking about what's the name? You talk, heard about that and all that. It's too much. I watch so many. I was like, wow, and they be lying, most of them. They be lying. Dudes don't even want to believe the truth. I saw so many comments in here about people. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know how many people sent me request to do interviews. I don't want no money from doing no interview. I'm not gonna go up there and make a buffoon of myself to be lying on nobody or stretching the truth and all of that. I don't even want to tell y'all who I loose right now because it's gonna go viral tomorrow. And I may have to I don't want to get on the internet, have to really blow a dude back out, embarrass him, get all the paperwork. You got all the money you want, you can't make up certain things. You can't. You can't. That's the problem. That dudes that told on people and did certain things, you should just go ahead and make money and live your life. You shouldn't be on the internet trying to now prove that you're a gangster. You got people that are broke in the cut. We get up and say, "Who? You know, gangster? You don't told and then that's the reality of the situation. I don't see why people still want to risk it. I don't know if you did that. Why would you want to be exposed to yourself? Because I always told myself this too. I realize a lot of people that told on people, they real aggressive and angry, and they be talking spicy. And then the next thing is that I'm wary of people that don't like gunslingers or if you get busy. I watch people say I don't like people that rob dudes. Dude working hard, honest thing. He honest. How you selling drugs is honest. You know, like when I hear people talking like that, I be like, see him? He one of the idiots that think that what he doing is not as bad as what everybody else doing and all this. Man, we all doing it, man. Drug dealer open up doors for everything. You know what I mean? People getting killed, people's daughters getting molested. You know, the drugs. I just smashed mad dudes' bonds when I was young because I was selling krills. You know what I mean?
So check it. You hear me? You hear me, Tef?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right. You
here.
gave us some names. You gave us some stuff. All right. We gonna come. We copping the book. I see Ming. I see dudes talking about the book in there. When out, the book is gonna be out in a couple of months. March the latest. You heard? March the latest. We coming out with that book. I don't care if I gotta go to and get that book and publish it myself. That book is
Yo,
gonna be out by the latest March. Hopefully
it,
next month. Hopefully February. March. Hopefully February. Next month that book will be out. But hopefully March. I'm gonna be promoting it. You know, he gonna come up here. We're gonna do the same thing that we doing now. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get that book out. It's already written. The book is written. We got the cover. We got all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post it.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
lie.
post all that.
I was gonna
Go
tell
ahead,
her.
Jeff.
I was gonna tell you to let them know that I might be doing a book signing when I release it. I'm talking about
Gotta
up
do a
there.
book signing. You gotta do a book
Right.
signing,
That's
you
what we're
heard?
working on now. That's
Gotta
what we're working on
yeah,
now.
you know, Tep is in Barbados. We gonna get him a business visa so he can come up here and do book signings and do everything for his book for February or March. March the
Yeah, we
latest. You know what
coming
I'm
up.
saying?
But it's a good
Hopefully
reading.
February,
It's
but
history,
March
and
the latest.
I ain't lying on nobody either. I ain't elaborate on it. I ain't
So
lying on
check it out.
nobody.
So check it out, Tef.
I ain't elaborate on no bullshit. Yeah.
So check it out, Tef. You caught
I'm
your
listening.
case. You went on a run, right?
Yeah, I went to. what happened was in '92, before Krills got knocked, I was trying to get me and Krills out of town, but Krills was hard headed. He didn't want to go out of town. He wanted to sit up. He got locked up in 40 projects. We over there wilding, and you up in the building chilling, living at a shorty house, and we got beef with everybody in the whole damn building. You know, like the whole sprint. He ended up police ended up there telling on him. The police rolled down on him there, but I was trying to get him out of town. We was trying to leave, but we was going through a bunch of stuff. So the second time after he was gone, and I was down to that point where, my leg messed up. I can't really move like I want, and they popping up at all the people's spots and everything, trying to bag me. I called Marley. I'm like, yo, I got to get out of here. I really want to go. He's like, come on. Marley took me to Albany, got a new apartment. Me and the whole team split that, and
Yo, the D's, yo, Tef, hold on. Before you go to Albany, right?
mhm,
The D's used to run down on us on Linden Informants. They used to be
mhm.
like, yo, tell your man Teflon Dawn, when we catch him, we gonna kill him. The
Yo,
D's used to run down on a regular looking for you, you heard?
you talk about
They used to be
Mike
like, tell
Murder
your
now.
man Teflon Dawn, when we catch him, we gonna kill his ass, you heard?
They told somebody. They told I remember a chick Audrey told me they came to her house and they was cool. I don't know how they Mike Murder, one of them police, and he came up in the crib and sat down and drinking tea and he was telling them how you gonna do me dirty and all that. Yo, that had me freaked out. I was like, yo, he on me. You don't know that they jumped out on me and you have one named Glasses that used to be with him. I think his name Walsh, Sergeant Walsh. He's a sergeant though, but we used to call him Glasses.
113 precinct was nasty, bro.
Yeah,
113 precinct was nasty, bro.
but yo, he gave me an application because one time they was circling. I told everybody, I said, yo, that's when my leg was messing. Everybody used to walk around me. So I said, yo, everybody put their toes up. They're gonna blitz. They're gonna blitz right now. I was leaving my house and we was like at the corner. So they blitzed me on 116 and here go Mike Murder. Yeah, and this is him in class. I said, you always slap me, why you always do
116 and
all that?
what? They blitz you on 116 and what?
I'm 200. I said, yo, go lock somebody up. He gonna say, you want it with me? I said, you always acting like you could do something with me or something, man. 'Cause I knew I was thinking about what he said to people. The man ended up saying, I said, what you want me? I said, what you want me? Take a test, something come through, and then you get it on? Yeah, that's what I said some stupid. I was young. I said stupid shit to them. And he was like, what? And the sergeant went in a car and got a application and put a star on it, some crazy symbol. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and fill it out. It's gonna go through. You know what I did with that? I folded that shit up and put it in my wallet. And I remember going from Joe Club one time and getting pulled over. You remember I didn't used to have no ID or no license and nothing. I just riding around with the temp plate in the window and all that and toast and all that. So I got Shorty with me. She died now, rest in peace, Drina. And I got her, she holding the toast. And
I
I'm
pay
leaving.
Drina.
That's Dina and them family. She from Southside. That was my homegirl. I knew her from young, from back in the days. Dina is that's Frenchie that is locked up right now, mom's. The real Frenchie's son.
Frenchie from
Um,
Rockaway?
Nah, Frenchie from that's Dina's son. That's Frenchie, the old school gangster Frenchie. That's his son that you see we call Frenchie. I know him
Yeah.
differently. I remember he's a little boy. I remember he's a little boy with khakis on, little Rasta kid. Really, his father was, me. 'Cause I grew up around his family, and I used to be around Dina. And I was there. I remember he's a little boy. We used to call him Nick Nick. He didn't even talk. Rasta, serious. I remember, yo, that's Frenchie's son. Word, you know what I mean? And to see him rapping and doing all that other stuff with Gucci Mane and all that, it was different. Like I sit back and watch that, like wow. And then to hear these dudes, like his peers or people that maybe his age group respond and talk about him, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. So that's in the book too. That history. I remember D used to put me on the mad things. I remember getting dudes that came from down south. That time they might be paying free. That time I could get an ounce of coke for like $400. Especially that junk for like 300. So they used to come up and buy weight. So I used to go. She used to get me. I used to go transact the deal, right? And because they would get me at the last minute, I go right there. I used to have to be in the corner store or the bodega counting all this money, taking off my cut, like trying to separate the money from corporate spot. So me and her was tight, man. She used to do things. She used to do things for me. A lot of people that I grew up with. A lot of those old heads on Lennon and all that, they was there. I remember JC, God bless his dead. A lot of old heads taught me a lot, man. Showed me and told me the truth about people too. You gotta know your history. That's why it's messed up the way it is now, because people don't really know the history of nothing. They just want to believe what they want. They like who they like. That's a bunch of nonsense. You get clapped thinking wrong, or you lose your life, whatever. But it's a fallacy to think like that. You can't. I don't even study who I like no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. The dude, look, I came home and dudes turned their back on me. Everybody, people like, yo, what happened? Dudes turned their back on me. Dudes were scared of me. Some of my friends are scared of me. It's real crazy. I didn't even like, I couldn't even grasp it. And now, um, because like they right now, I could put names out here and could tell you things about people that would make them look different in the public, in everybody's eyes, and it's truth. I got receipts. But I ain't really about that. I ain't really with that internet thing either. These dudes need a juicy story. That's why Mike ain't telling you certain things.
I understand. But
It don't make no sense. It
I
don't
know
make
the
no sense.
stories, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna be honest
And
with
let me
you.
tell you something, our word behind the scene, I know a lot of stories, and this is your story. So I'm not gonna tell your story for you. That's on you to tell her how you want to tell her. I would never tell your story. I would never tell that stuff to anybody else. That's on you. That's on you to release your story how you want to release it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
I
you
would
mean.
never do that, bro. I would never, be dishonorable and go behind you and tell your story. That's your story, bro. You heard?
I know you
That's
wouldn't
your
do that.
story. That's your life.
I
You
was
see what I'm
trying to
saying?
say, nah, but what happens is that the thing is this with me. When people get on the internet, music and all that, whatever, from my hood and they was lying, I'll be looking at it. I was watching Consequence rap yesterday, right? And I saw all type of people saying stuff about him and all that, right?
Right.
And I'm a real
Salute
dude,
to
man. I know
Consequence.
that,
Salute to my son, Consequence. Go ahead, bro.
right? And I'm looking and I'm like, so I'm listening to the spit he's spitting. I'm listening to what he's spitting, right? And I heard a few dudes say they wasn't really thing, but to be honest with you, they wasn't feeling that verse. It wasn't that he whack or nothing. Like, it's just the way it came across. It didn't, you know what I mean? And I watched that. I ain't say nothing. I ain't respond. I be watching everything. I just looked down and said, all right, that's my little man. But I like lyrics. I can write too and all that stuff. When I hear dudes, they got to be nice. Like, I mean, not to diss him, now, he do his thing, but I mean, just like, look at the responses and some of I ain't talking about the clowns. I'm talking about the people that's like, yo, that ain't really hitting. To me, like when you put a verse up, everybody might have him class so hard that they didn't expect him to come with no soft verse or no mild nothing. They expect him to come and tear something up. So I was looking at it different ways, but I don't look at it as a disrespect. That's what I'm trying to show you. Like sometimes you got to know how to take criticism and think. People can say what they want, but you disrespect me, I know how to punch you in your face. It's no problem. But don't don't disrespect somebody because they doing something you don't like. That's not violating nobody, but just you don't like it. Come on, man. These dudes been on the internet talk about suck my joint. I ain't telling nobody that. I don't even care, man. Well, why would I care?
Yeah, they wild.
Hey,
They
what?
wild up here, right?
Okay, sit with me. That's what you do and all that. I said, wow.
Let me ask you
You
something. Let me ask you
tell me that
something.
I'll pick you apart like a talent
Cause
agent.
yo, bro, we going to 3 hours, bro. We might gotta do a part two. We didn't even get to your jail time, the star and the Ola. We didn't even get to none of that, bro. We might gotta do a part two on this, bro.
I hear what
We
you
had
do.
tech issues at the beginning of this show. We might gotta do a part two on this. I don't know if it's next week, in the middle of
Hold
the
on.
week. We might gotta do a part two, bro. We didn't
Hold on,
get into
Mikey.
Albany when we used to
Hold
live
on,
in
hold on.
Albany. We didn't
Hold
get
on.
into none of that, bro.
Hold on.
And we going on 3 hours right now, bro.
Well, I'm getting off here. We're gonna do this tomorrow then.
We could do it again, bro. We could do part two. We could do part two. We could end it with a part two. Cause yo, bro, like I said, I would never dishonor you, or we know, I know everything. You know what I'm saying? And I would never dishonor you and come up here and talk about things you told me or things that we discussed in our own time. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? I know all the stories from all of us, and I don't come up here to the internet and I don't come with that. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to release that how you want to release that. You know what I mean? It's on you. But we going on 3 hours right now. We had bad tech issues at first. But we going on 3 hours right now. We might got to do a part 2 on this because we ain't talking about your jail time. We ain't talking about Albany when we used to live in Albany. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about none of that stuff, you heard? We ain't talking about a lot of the day ones. You know, we left a lot of day ones out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go back and look at this video, and we got to come back again and get the people some more. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know. You know, Tony Stark, salute. I'm trying to, but we 3 hours in. You heard, Jock? We've been on this joint for 3 hours. We've been on this joint since 9 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock, bro. You heard? Tep got the link. He can hit it again. I'm gonna call him on my other phone. Hold on. I'm gonna call him on my other phone. Yeah, Tep got the link in his email. He got the link in his email, you heard? We ain't get to talk about none of that, Jock. This gotta be part 1. I'm gonna rename this part 1. We gotta do a part 2. I think his phone died. I'm trying to call him now. We might gotta do a part 2 on this because we ain't even get to the how he got locked up, how he did his time. We ain't get to none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we was all in Albany together. Tep was up there with us. We was all, you know, a lot of us. I lived with Teflon in Albany. You know what I'm saying? I lived with him in 9-3. You know what I'm saying? Before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, they try to build a case using our case and his case, and they try to pull us all together. You know what I'm saying? They try to put us together. So it's a lot it's still a lot that y'all ain't even hear. So we definitely got to do a part 2. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not used to this, John. You're right. He not used to this, you heard? So this is gonna have to be part 1. I think we're gonna have to do a part 2. I think we're gonna have to do a part 2, you know what I'm saying? But Tef got a movie. Our story is really a movie, you know what I'm saying? Uh I don't go up here. I don't talk about everything. I don't talk about everybody else's story for a reason because I'll be behind the scenes talking to everybody, and I know dudes got books out. Dudes is trying to do movies. So when I come up here and talk to y'all, I don't talk to y'all about everything. I know a lot of legendary things that happen. I can go viral every day. I can come up here with a new story, and I really can go viral every day if I want to. If I want to really go, I don't though, because I'm not going to dishonor my bros. I'm not going to dishonor my homies. You see what I'm saying? My day ones, the guys that I came up with, and just violate them. I'm never going to do that, you heard? I'm going to release things strategically and how dudes want to tell their stories. You see what I'm saying? I'm always going to do that. I'm never going to be the one to come up here and just be on some chatty patty because I know the story. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of hood tales. I know I can go viral lying. Bad vibes in the building. Jock is in the building. Yo, Buck, salute. I really can come up here with. Thank you, baby. I really can come up here with stories every day. I can go viral every day, really. With the stories that I got, I can tell you a story every day and go viral. From not my if it's not my own story, it's my bro's story. It's the elder story that I came up under. It's the OGs that I came up under. It's the big bros. Everybody not an OG. Some of these dudes just my big bros that I came outside with. I really can go viral every day. I really could. You see what I'm saying? But you know, I'll be keeping it hush. You know what I'm saying? And we strategically release everything. Just being honest. We strategically release everything. You know what I'm saying? But I can go viral every day. Don't never believe that I can't come up here and tell you a story on a major figure in the gang world, in the music world, and go viral every day. I could do it every day. If I wanted to, I'd come up here every day and tell you some shit that'll make the whole. I could shut the internet down. If I really wanted to, I could shut the internet down. Not playing, not playing. Real names, real people, real figures. You see, I don't do that because, like I said, I hold secrets. I'm just being honest. I'm an honorable dude, and I hold secrets sacred. I know all the stories. A lot of stuff I was involved in. A lot of these guys, when you hear these stories, all our stories overlap. Jock, BV, Teflon. When you hear these, our stories overlap. We came in the, we bumped shoulders. We was amongst the ranks with each other in one way or another. We got money together. We did things together in the streets. We did things together in prison. I don't tell them stories. You see, I don't do that. I don't come up here on some chatty patty mess when I know dudes is trying to do. I'm just being honest. All these dudes jack me. This is my bros. These are the dudes I came out the house with. I was a youngin'. A lot of these dudes, I learned the game from them. Just being honest. A lot of these dudes I learned. You see what I'm saying? And I don't be. Let me tell you something. Before I came and started pulling out my real bros with the real stories, I wanted to build my platform. I didn't want to come to y'all with like a 500 people, 300 people, 300 subscribers. Come to y'all with these stories. But Queens, the 90s, in Queens, Brooklyn, when you go to prison, all the legendary dudes, all of them mess with me. All the legendary dudes mess with me. I don't care if you talk about the Bronx. I don't care if you talk about Harlem. I don't care if you talk about Brooklyn. I don't care if you talk about Queens. All the legendary dudes mess with Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm being honest. You know what I mean? And I can get their stories. I can come up here. I could, because I'm not gonna just do that. I'm not gonna just go out and tell their stories like that. But I know all the stories. These are my guys. I wanted to build a platform to start giving y'all this stuff. I wanted to build a platform so, when I start giving y'all this stuff, the platform is built and it's not from a small level. It's from a big level. I'm telling you some real talk, bro. All these, the DJ Clues, that's my bros. I was outside with DJ Clues, all the schemes, executives in these companies. These are my bros. These are the dudes that I was running with, shoulder to shoulder, that I was running with in the 90s. The P. Diddy's, I was around all of them. I was around all of them. Don't get it twisted, I wasn't at no P. Diddy parties. Yeah, hey, yo. I wasn't at no P. Diddy parties. But I met P. Diddy in the 90s with my guys. I met Hove in the 90s, Reasonable Doubt. Hove and them was getting in the whips with us in the 90s in Philly, in all these different cities, because they know we was sturdy. They know we was up and ready. I'm just being honest, bro. I ain't even tell them stories yet. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it messed up. I'm strategic, you heard? I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? The homies is in here, bad vibes, real rights. Not no, the real dudes. All jack me. You know what I'm saying? All jack what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? We all, we on the same page. Just being honest. We on the same page, you heard? You know what I'm saying? And I love to see my brothers tell their stories. I ain't gonna tell their stories for them. If they got a platform, they need help, they need assistance, they need anything, then I'm here. That's it. We here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did when we locked in Moshe and KK. We opened up that platform for them. And her love is open for them. You know what I mean? I know how to keep my mouth closed. I'm just being honest, bro. You heard? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you funny. Yo, Bad Bob is crazy. But that's my big bros, you know what I'm saying? That's my bro. A lot of these guys, my OGs, I'm just being honest. This is who I came out the house under in the streets, you heard? This is who I live with. I live with Teflon. You're going to hear them stories. You're going to tell them stories. But I live with Teflon. I lived with him. We lived in the same house, you heard? I lived in his crib when I was like 16, 17 years old out of town. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna hear them stories, man. Part two is gonna be crazy. Part two is about to be crazy, you heard? Yo, salute to everybody, man. Yo, this was an epic one. Yo, this is a good live right here. We finally got it together. We got his Wi-Fi together. We had a whole live. Dude, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. With this show I did right here, I never had this much text issues than I had with this show, bro. Teflon's story rubbed so many dudes the wrong way that they thought that Tef was gonna come up here and expose a lot of different dudes in this industry, you heard? That's why our tech issues were going. Dudes seeing that Tef was gonna come up here and share this story. I never had these issues before. I'm telling you, I never had these issues where you can't hit a link. I was having problems with my Wi-Fi. The whole thing shut down, bro. I never had that. Y'all been watching me for years. I've been on YouTube for years, bro. I never had that till I bring Teflon up here, bro. I never had that. Teflon is just trying to tell his story. He don't care about these dudes and doing all that. Teflon trying to tell his story. You know, he in Barbados. He living his life. You know, he doing what he got to do. You know, he foreign. He in foreign. But these dudes are still hating, bro. That's what you see when we went through. I'm leaving that first. I'm leaving that 19 minutes up. I'm not even gonna take that other video down to show y'all what we went through to put this video up, bro. I'm not even taking that video down. I'm leaving that up to show y'all what we went. I never went through that before on this internet, bro. I never went through that before on this internet, bro. But Tef's story is it's one of them stories that rub a lot of people the wrong way, bro. It rubs a lot of people, bro, the wrong way. And he not telling it. I'm not gonna tell it. I'm not gonna tell it. But he did a lot to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot to a lot of people, bro. He did a lot to a lot of people in high places. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes in high places. You know what I mean? And I know they seen that shit. I know they know. You know what I'm saying? All my guys tapped in. If my guys tapped in, if my guys in the industry tapped in on this show on Instagram, Mikey be the author, then I know these other guys seen it. If they shared it, my guys was sharing it. Clue, Superstar J, Fly Top, Consequence, all these dudes from my block, if they shared it, then these other industry dudes seen that. You heard? They seen that stuff. And they like, yo, this dude is up here. And you know it's different, bro. Don't get me wrong, they got a different kind of money. They can shut shit down. They can shut stuff down. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They can shut stuff down. You know what I'm saying? That's what you see what we was going through. I never went through that before, bro. I'm just being honest. I never went through that. I never went through that before. You know what I mean? But yo, listen. Part two of the Teflon story. He said tomorrow I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna let y'all know early what we doing. When we gonna come with part two. But he didn't tell his full story. What we supposed to tell tonight, he didn't tell his full story. He only about halfway through. You see what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification, because we coming with part two of the Teflon story. I'm gonna put part one. I'm gonna change the heading for this. I'm gonna change I'm gonna change the title of this to part one. But we coming with part two. We coming with part two. He didn't go to prison. You know, he was with the Olas. He started, you know, he was running with the homies when that first started. He didn't go to prison. He didn't tell you about all the stuff that he went through, all the people that he was around. And it's a big part of his story. You see what I'm saying? So we coming with part two. If it's not tomorrow, I mean, if he said tomorrow, if he ready for tomorrow, you already know Bad Vibes, yeah. You already know Bad Vibes, yeah. I know you was with him. We coming with part two tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give y'all part two. He said tomorrow. If not, it's Monday. But be on the lookout. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all be ready for part two. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's 2025 though. Real talk. Our energy is not to destroy any black men. Our energy is to tell our stories and to get money. That's our energy. We ain't trying to destroy nobody we came up with. We ain't trying to destroy. That's not what we here for. That's not what we here to tell truth. We here to give y'all the truth and let y'all, you know, get the real, get the real. We trying to give y'all the real, but we not here to destroy people. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of dudes think we here to destroy. We not here to destroy. We here to build. We here to build. We here to get our money and tell our stories. You see what I'm saying? Because all of our stories is movies. All of our stories is movies. All these dudes you hear about in the industry is a part of our story. We rub shoulders with them in one form or another. The Hoes, the Diddies, the 50s, all these dudes y'all hear about, we rub shoulders with all them dudes in the streets, bro. In the 90's. You understand? So we just going, you know, we just giving y'all the real, you know what I mean? Just giving y'all the real, you heard? But it's 12 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm glad, thank everybody, thank all y'all for rocking with us, for staying in here. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, Tap said tomorrow, I'm gonna hit up, find out. Tomorrow, we coming with part two. Ungambino. Oh yeah, I was in that joint with Ungambino. When Ungambino broke, I was in that. Um, BV, they messed me up. They beat me up in that joint when Ungambino got his arm broke. We was all a part of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that was 19. I think that was 9/7, right? Or that was another time because I know he got his arm broken 9/7 in that joint we had in OBCC. Yo, Fangy Bruce, salute. But yeah, bro, all our stories is legendary. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the peoples. Salute to everybody that tapped in. You know what I mean? But this ain't over. This ain't over. This is just the start. We just started. It's 2025. It's just a start. You heard? The real is back. We're gonna make sure the real got a voice up here. We're gonna make sure the real is getting heard up here. You know what I'm saying? The Frankie Bulls, the Bad Vibes, the Teflons, the Jocks, the dudes that's not really the unsung heroes of all this stuff, bro. That they trying to box out. It's a lot of fake dudes trying to box real dudes out. All the real dudes, we up here beefing, and the fake dudes is eating. Y'all better realize what's going on. Real dudes is beefing amongst each other while all the fake dudes is eating. Come on, bro. We gotta shift the globe. We gotta shift that, bro. We gotta eat, bro. We gotta change this all. We gotta change the narrative. We gotta change this all up, bro. Just being honest, bro. Just being honest. And that's what we doing in 2025, you heard? The Jock Lions, the Debbie D's. You understand what I'm saying? Street soldiers, bro. All of them. All of them. Straight up, you heard? But yeah, man, we lit, man. But yo, salute to y'all. I'm gonna tap out. If you ain't hit that like button, if you hit that subscribe button, share the live. Make sure y'all do that. Get this out to the peoples. This is a legendary joint right here. This is a legendary video right here. And we got more to come. Tap in. We gonna be doing talk part 2 tomorrow, you heard? We go, yo, Ike Love, what up? Yo, listen. DJ Ike Love right there, that's my favorite DJ. He is like, they had Grandmaster Vic on our side of town with the mixtapes and the blend tapes in the late 80s, early 90s. We had Ike Love and we had Buddha Barber. You heard? Ike Love was the guy in St. Albans, Queens. You heard? Ike Love was that guy. He did all the parties, Q-Tip, Fife. He messed with all the people's DJ Ike Love. If y'all ain't heard about him, go check into my bro, you heard? Go check into my bro Ike Love, you heard? Ike Love was that guy in the early 90s. Them mixtapes, them blend tapes, they the ones that changed hip-hop. These guys, DJ Ike Love, Grandmaster Vic, when y'all hear these dudes, they the ones that changed hip-hop from the DJ perspective. The guys we hear about in Queens, the DJ, the Superstar J's, the Clue, DJ Clue, they came after DJ Ike Love. They came after them dudes, you know what I'm saying? They came after them dudes, you know what I mean? Them dudes are the ones that set the trends. They show dudes how to do that DJ stuff, you heard? But make sure y'all tap in with my bro Ike Love, you know what I mean? DJ Ike Love, you heard? Word up. Make sure y'all go tap in with my bro DJ Ike Love, man. That's my, them first time we knew it was forever. Oh, I can't believe that you'd ever think that our love will ever end. Ike Love, yo, listen. Bay Lloyd, yo, free my bro Bay Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Ski, he tapped in. Aaron Thomas Ski, he out here doing great thing with King of Kings in the community. That's one of my other OGs, one of my elders. To the whole block, man. Salute to 116 Informants, RIP to old James. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all them brothers, you know what I mean? Salute to all my guys. RIP to him, RIP to Crip, RIP to Tony, RIP. You know what I'm saying? We got, salute to all the guys, man. Salute to all the peoples, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was a legendary joint, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave out this Teflon joint, so I'm gonna slide on this, you know what I mean? But tap in, make sure y'all subscribe. Tomorrow we gonna be up here with the other half of Teflon story. We gonna complete Teflon story tomorrow, you heard? Yo, Buck, salute. Salute to everybody in the building. If y'all ain't hit the like button, make sure y'all hit it on the way out, man. Y'all already know it's Mr. Hood Love, Mikey B, man. Legendary Queen story, man. Teflon Don, man. The illest rapper of the 90s. The illest robber. He was a rapper too. But the illest stick up kid, the illest, the bad man jukes boy. Teflon Don, salute.